Show begins.
All right. We continue with Carrion Crown. Would anyone like to recap last session?
Ghost
talked to-
problems.
Yes.
Yeah, we beat up some kids, you know.
We talked to some very, very cranky ladies. We went to speak to some ghosts. I may have hugged a ghost. And now there's a scary ghost.
What do you mean, May?
At least you didn't smooch a ghost.
Well, that would have been peak content right there.
Your face starts dissolving.
Is there any?
Botox would have been easy.
All right. There was. You all met Grayson's mother. Someone tried to pick a fight with Johnny.
Which can happen
Yep.
later, but after we save this stupid flesh golem.
Yeah, you also looted a corpse in the village.
Oh, loot's a strong word.
And
Did he cut it out for anybody else?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I cut out.
Yep.
Yes.
I am now cut in again, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. If that was everything, then yeah, you entered a house. The third house tried to call on the ghost, and another ghost appeared. So you now have two ghosts. It was.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
Yeah, it's a standard scam. You order one ghost, they bring two, and they expect you to pay for both. Fuck that.
Well, one of them is bigger and has a bunch of eyes under its hood.
I mean, based on the scale of this current map and the building size, Grayson's pretty big too.
Yeah, about the size of the ghost.
Yeah,
and it is
so
also
I mean,
accompanied with the buzzing of a wasp swarm and a thickly sweet stench of decay.
Delicious.
Yes.
I am going to try using this to. Where's my thingy?
Do you want to hug that one too?
No. I want to do that to Mr. Buzzy Buzzy.
All right, that is a hit. And unfortunately, it does not seem to burn him all that much, him being a ghost. and
Is it
all
a
that.
donk? It
Yeah,
could be a
I'm
donk.
mostly worried about it doing damage because magical weapon.
Yeah, it does deal damage.
Yeah.
Just half.
Jesus. Because I just see the damage roll.
And it's still a Malgurn until further notice, dear.
No. Okay,
Is it
fine.
donk?
It's still a Malgurn unless it happens next time. Then the crown is yours.
If it happens at range, it's a donk.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the distinction. All right.
Yeah.
I can go with that. That's fair.
So that's my turn.
We can both have the throne.
We might have to preserve it, though. Might have to change it to... It's only if you and your target hit 1 HP.
What the?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was weird, but no. Okay, yeah,
It'll happen
Jeez.
again, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty, anything else, Ilfrin?
Nope. That's it.
All
As
right.
I just make a very annoyed sound.
Yeah, what was it? Open up
Sebo.
War Crimes Division.
I'm from the fucking War Crimes Division, bitch!
Stupid frog.
Uncle, what did you say?
I found another pine cone.
Pio? Your
Okay.
turn.
Oh, very good. Yeah, just wasn't sure if we were still joking around and such.
Well, considering we're in the confines of the room, we could probably move our tokens around to give some idea of the space. Plonking Ilfrin right up against the monster, just right there, in front of the monster, ready for it to swing.
Inside the
mean,
monster.
There we
I
go.
did
we go.
just
That's,
do that.
yeah,
So
that's
yes.
perfect. All right, gang, let's run.
Don't worry, I'm helping over here.
Could you move back one space?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, and the weasel doesn't exist. Or did
Oh.
I didn't get.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
get-
fine.
That's
I-
an
I-
ethereal weasel.
Yeah, I didn't get the weasel back. Remember, he got squashed by the.
From the robes of this
villagers.
weird conglomerate ghost comes the ghost weasels.
See, that would
I
have been.
mean, I could dip
The-
into.
No, if I-
cleric.
The specters of 38 weasels descend on you.
What
You
killed
know,
the
if I-
weasel last time? I forgot.
Being stepped on.
Yeah, stepped on by people.
Ah, right. Right.
Remember, yeah, the
It was
courthouse.
kicked.
I wanted it to make a distraction so that I could sneak in
Yeah.
and get the ledger.
It was kicked.
Or
And
Sybil,
it
are you
got
gonna
beaten to death by villagers.
make it ride the lightning?
I was thinking about it, but I'm unsure if 5-foot radius it hits Elfrin. Because it'd be on the diagonal.
Our weasels will blot out the sun.
You can aim it in a way that it doesn't hit Ilfrin.
Then I will let it ride the lightning.
That was a good album.
That was this
Alright.
one. And it's lightnings. Average roll.
Let's
Still
see.
like last night. One for flinching.
Mhm.
That is a natural one. Yeah, it takes.
9 lightning damage.
Wait, you
4
mean enemies
lightning
can roll
damage.
ones too? Gasp.
Resistances.
Yes. Incorporeal undead have quite a lot of them. Anything
They
else?
probably still need to get on my level. Or Rena, she tic-tac-toe last night.
You were a bit quiet there, Sybil?
She's done.
I'm done.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't hear that. It was very quiet. Pog!
I forget our condition at the start of this. Did anyone is anyone injured already? through the
No, just
process of
Ilfrin
this?
from hugging a ghost. And we do have both the big ghost and a child ghost.
Yes, we do. I'm in danger.
Mhm. But otherwise, we haven't gotten into any kind of scuffs yet.
Yeah, you have avoided the traps, and the ghosts thus far have not been very effective either.
And Joffrey's temp HP is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but so in this condition, he is free to punch since there are not bloodied people about.
No.
So, am I actually in range of the child ghost, or will I take a penalty to try to make distance?
In the case of Joffrey's.
Yeah,
We are in a small room.
yes, it's a fairly small room, a living room. It's pretty cramped. So, it is fairly easy
Stands
to get
up,
into
head
melee
goes to
range.
the roof. Yeah.
How
To
hard
make
can a
it
ghost be to hit?
To make it a bit more simpler, I'll just draw still a fairly large room for the fact that it is a
Okay. Yeah.
house. This is the room.
Yeah, shoot that
Okay.
ghost.
Squish that cat.
No!
They like it. They like to be squished.
They do.
Okay, yeah, I guess if we're talking like that.
It also keeps us safe.
And one thing to clarify, Thunderwave, that just hits everybody, right? No,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
No
it'd be very
exceptions.
bad to use inside this room.
Not just
Yeah,
for the
one of these
damage,
very
but the
funny.
fucking noise.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Do
push
you all
Thunder
want to be
Puck
deafened?
button yesterday so hard. Just hit that drum. Boom.
Depending on who's talking, I might want to be deafened.
Huh?
Yeah, he asked, do you all want to be deafened? And I said, depending on who's talking, I might want to be deafened.
Look at that, squish that cat.
Oh, should I be muted?
No.
No.
This was in game, honey.
I don't know what's going on.
It's ill from
I don't
being
get the-
annoying.
Okay, my dice roll thing disappeared somehow. It became a pop out, and then
Right.
Oh, you're talking about deafened in game, not on Discord. Oh,
let me just reload the page. 'cause
If
it's
we
fucked.
are going by this, you would be
Eldritch
in range of
Blare.
you would be in close range to Child Ghost, so that would be a disadvantage, fortunately.
But, I mean, you might have a good roll the second time as well.
We don't have that high in AC, so yeah.
Get my sheet back.
Yeah, get your sheet together.
Well, I like for some reason the dice roll tab just popped out and became a pop-up window.
Yeah,
in my
if you
closed-
close it, it should come back. Or it didn't.
No, it did not.
Weird.
So I just had to
Oh.
reload the whole
Oh,
page.
your text window popped out?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to bring it back,
Weird.
even if you close it.
You still hit, I imagine.
Yes, it's still a hit. Which one did you target actually?
Well, one right next to me.
A child.
Alright, child.
And is it adding the damage properly?
He's picking on someone his own size. Yes, it is.
It did.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was just minimum damage.
yeah, but at least it pushes it away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And I say,
It's the
Jeff, protect me. Need his shit.
Alright. Jeff moves there. Does he do anything else?
You tried.
Yeah, I needed to get his sheet out.
Nope, that's a miss.
Get your sheet together. Put it in a backpack. Get it all together. Go to the sheet store. Still one of my favorite moments.
Right.
Get your
I
shit
assume
together.
that
Put it
was
in a backpack
everything.
so it's all together.
Yeah, beat Kamat. He done his action as bonus.
Yeah,
Let's
and
see.
move.
Where's my notes on this bit? Oh, okay, they're just a +1 on these. Alright, would take aim, but you know, there's a couple of people on the big one, so let's just put this wee child to rest. Hopefully, doing this here will get the fucking corrupting influence off it. Are you on, child? Going for both.
Yes, both hit. That is some damage.
Yes. Axe on the knife again. Very nice.
Good pickup.
Anything else?
And all you people wanted was a rock. Nah, it's my turn. Actually, hang on. I'll do one better for Johnny.
I mean, I have a nice
Right.
sword.
It will try to hug the bard that just poked it.
Mm-hmm.
That 12 misses. God, these rolls are so horrible.
It's almost like last night never ended.
Yeah.
We'll see if that applies to Ilfrin.
I mean, there are a lot of enemies that just can't roll shit against you all.
Okay.
We have
Like-
you surrounded.
Like the Lopper. I don't think he hit even once. with 6 attacks or something like that.
Like the what?
I mean,
The
gesture
lover.
at
Oh,
Jarlaxle.
Yeah.
The X-Man in the
Yeah,
prison.
that was
Yeah.
bad luck though. He had a good
Yeah.
modifier.
Yeah, and his whole shtick was that he actually regains hit points when he actually hits people and bleeds them, and that didn't work, so he was exceptionally weak in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Jarlaxle.
That is indeed a hit as well.
Hooray!
Hit, hooray!
Acid damage.
All right, good work coming in there, John. Oh, you're a bit taller than usual.
And he grew a beard.
That's true. Grayson has more facial hair than Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny has a great mustache.
A good mustache and
Yeah,
great eyebrows.
probably, yeah.
Yes. Well, monobrow.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
That's gonna be a split attack. 1 for Ilfrin, 1 for Sybil. Alright. Ilfrin, you are graced by 12 on the attack roll, unfortunately. Sybil gets a 22.
Yep, that hits.
Eef.
Alright. Then. Save.
Make sure to check for your temp HP first. You might have gotten from Jeff.
I don't think I did.
They are probably gone now.
Maybe. I just know I got a refill because of the ghost touching through the wine bottle.
Con save, please. Oh yeah,
Nat
you
20.
make it. You
Nice.
You just take 15 damage as a bunch of undead wasps, ghostly wasps, descend on you, poke you.
That's right, he was a Candyman.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right to see ghostly wasps crawl into your skin, into your body.
Better than living wasps.
Probably, yeah.
Because if a ghost wasp is incorporeal, a real wasp has made a hole through you to get in.
No.
Well, the ghost wasp
I'm not a
could
fig.
make a hole in your soul.
That's only if you have one.
True.
Didn't LL Cool J say that? Never mind.
Yeah.
All the time. It was his conversation opener. Do you guys have a soul?
Yo, anybody in this restaurant got a soul? Anybody? No?
Is there a doctor in this restaurant? I'll just keep it simple. Go for a couple punches on the horrible eyeball creature.
Those both hit, yes.
And I should be good with that.
Alright. Ilfrin. You avoided a bunch of undead wasps.
Oh, goody. You like making fun, don't you? First off.
I'd love to imagine that was Sybil actually sighing at Ilfrin.
Not really.
Oh, the drow's talking big again.
And then let's see.
Meanwhile, Grayson, the drow's talking again.
Right. So for some strange reason, I have an inkling that a regular sword. Has anybody actually hit this with a regular sword?
It's only like the second round of combat now.
Yeah. I'll give it a go just to let everybody know if it works or not.
Oh, you're our test dummy. I mean,
Yes.
tester out. Yeah.
That's just a regular rapier or a magic
Just a regular one.
Yeah, it swishes right through.
Yeah,
No
it has to be a magical weapon.
I mean, if he has worse luck, he could become our test rider.
Yeah, if
Oh
only
no!
if only he had a magic rapier. I wonder where he would have got one.
You can go to hell. You can go
Way
right
to rub
the
it
nose.
in.
Sold
That's
it
my
to
turn.
me because
I'm
human.
just that was an academic exercise.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right, Sybil.
Alright, well. Target a cube. Facing to the south and not getting anyone except other Johnny, because he
Mhm.
technically can't take damage from this. I'll be hitting the ghost with Thunderwave.
You sure you don't
Alright.
want to hit Ilfrin? You sure?
That's the
I'm
loud
positive.
one, right?
Yes, that is the
Yes.
ferociously loud one.
Yes, inside a small room. Everyone appreciates it.
Mop, mop, mop.
I'm pretty sure I'm outside of the 15-foot cube.
It's
Yes,
the fact
but
that it
the
can
l-
be heard out to 300 feet. It's phenomenally
Yeah.
loud.
Yep.
Literally a crack of thunder.
Hey, will you warn me next time? I can't hear.
Also, are you a creature in the 15-foot
Alright,
cube?
it.
No, the
does-
cube originates from a side of me, so I am not
Yeah.
in my own cube.
Yeah, she picked. South.
Okay.
Only
It
some
does
stupid
make it
homebrew
safe.
magic object would do that, right, Pan?
Oh god.
I mean, sound is omnidirectional, right?
But
That's
it's
why
magical
we're
sound,
still-
so it does not matter.
For funsies,
Ah, yes, the
everyone
D&D
make me.
equivalent to
Yeah, for funsies, everyone makes me a con save to not be deafened.
Oh boy, here we go.
boy.
No!
Yes, that was fucking loud.
Yeah,
Johnny's already losing his hearing after all these
See,
years.
that's what happens.
And for some
and
reason,
you didn't say you're good at these first.
Ilfrin, the elf, is not affected by the loud sound.
the half elf is though. It fucking hurts. That is atonal as shit.
Yeah.
He's still
Hates
whinging
it.
that it was very, very loud, but he can hear.
What is Jeff made out of?
Stone.
Stone.
Stone. Okay, so
Yeah.
he hates it so much the stone is cracking. And the vibrations. It's like.
Yeah, and the interior decoration is probably worse for wear.
Did this house have windows? Past tense?
Yes.
It had windows. Yeah.
Any bonus
And
actions?
other Johnny is knocked back 10 feet.
Oh, straight into the wall.
I
Because
think it
he
would...
counts as an object. He does not take
Does he
damage
take-
because he's not a creature, but he is an unsecured object. so he must
he
be put
can
10
be
feet away.
attacked and take damage, though.
Yeah,
He
if you
counts
can't go the
as an
extra 5
object.
feet. Okay.
He counts as an object, not a creature.
Same
So
reason
he
he can't
just-
provide flanking, right?
Yeah.
Remember to secure your Johnny next time.
Because you can attack a chair, but it's still an object.
Yep.
The unsecured Johnny gets pushed.
But you
Remember
can't
to-
fireball a chair. You can just fireball the area the chair is in.
Yep.
I mean, that would also imply that you can just pick fake Johnny up as an object interaction and carry it along.
You could.
Yeah,
If
you
you were
can.
strong enough.
He's not corporeal though in that way, is he?
Yeah,
He has some sort of.
Oh,
he
wait,
can
no.
affect the corporeal realm.
Other Johnny
I-
wouldn't be affected by fireball at all. He's not flammable.
Yeah, he's not a flammable object. That's true.
I don't think you're gonna find a
Okay, then.
single DM
Yeah.
that says, "Yeah, that one's fine."
yeah,
I
no,
would. I would allow it.
But you're
But
not
He's
the
easily
DM.
replaced at the very least.
I'm the cool DM. Let me do it.
See, that would frighten bullywugs. You just cast fireball, and then Johnny steps through the fire. Terminator music playing.
I mean, you do have
Yeah,
a clone,
no,
and Duncan can learn Fireball.
This could be a thing.
But yeah, that's my turn. I'm guessing it passed its save.
Yes, it passed its save.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about how to rule this AoE on the Echo.
It's kind of ridiculous, actually, in just the Echo terms, because it means it can't be targeted by certain just normal attack spells like
Yeah.
Firebolt or Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I think I
And
will.
Yeah, he has been targeted by
AC
magic
is
missile in the
under
past.
3, so it's untargetable. Or
There you
AC
go.
under 3, it's untargetable.
It has AC 16.
But as he says
No,
there,
I-
it can be targeted.
No, but Reno
Yeah,
is bringing up.
I will rule that it is affected by AoE damage, because if the windows shatter from everything else, then a fake
single
Tony can
hit
also
point.
be affected.
Single
Yes.
hit point projection might get a bit fucked up.
Yeah. So
Johnny
Ghost
Poof.
Johnny is currently not available.
Because the case of
Oh no, my bonus action.
yeah, because it's a case of it's infinitely summonable, so it might as well be fragile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just basically precludes one attack next turn because I use 2 weapons.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing between an object and a creature.
It's just that I see the way he's saying that as rules in order, and that it's not a creature, but it can be targeted,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and they do like that.
Which means he could like
and they do like that.
Actually, it's more
specific-
useful, I think.
Yeah, they like it specific over the general. So it's not a creature for the purposes of like healing and such, but it can be targeted.
Which means hopefully
Yeah.
he can aggro some spells every once in a while,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Pog.
Yeah. Pog.
So still dealing with that child down there.
I mean, it's a bit of a tricky shot at that point. You might be better off with a big ghost.
Yeah. From my position, I have the better shot at the big ghost.
Yeah. Less people away.
My position of relative safety, which I will cling to.
I mean, it's got the intact windows and walls.
Yeah, the corner under the table.
Womp
I
womp.
doubt those windows are intact anymore. Just saying.
Well, let's find out. Is a 12 a hit on the bigger ghost?
Nope, it is not.
And Jeff just... He's just not intent enough on hitting a child, dead or otherwise.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Also, apparently my roll 20 is lagging like hell, because I saw the Spirit Strike apparently a few seconds after.
No, I was just
Well, also,
predicting.
are your rolls supposed to be showing up? Because they have not been.
No.
No, I think he's doing them on the DM layer.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it.
Alright. Kelmon.
Trying to think of when I've last had to say a few things to find her, or even Carrion. I don't know, sort of ilk though. Just try to work out a wee prayer to say the wee bairn as I fucking cut her down. One hit with a sword.
That's a bloody child ghost.
Ghost blood.
That's my turn.
Losing a bit of cohesion. And 18 hits Caliborn, I believe.
Let's see. Yes.
Alright. Con save, please. That is horrible damage. Yeah, you
Nice.
just take 7 necrotic.
Right, I've got 1 temp HP left.
Grayson.
I will dispatch thee with my espada rupera. Shisha. Hasha.
You don't have to make the noises. If you swing your sword
Shing,
enough, it'll make
shing.
those noises.
Whoosh.
He's standing next to Kelmore and just making shing sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or splash.
biff. It was.
Someday
Someone you
Grayson
forget.
will grow up.
I
But not
want
this day.
Batman. I want Batman style automatopoeia.
It
Someone
was
you
appear on
forget.
my
He
bed.
does need to make those sounds.
it was a wonderful thing in Prince of Persia: Forgotten Sands, where that is your upgrade. A genie goes into your sword, and it no longer makes normal sound effects. Instead, it's her going shwa, shwoo, shwee.
It's awesome.
I need to take minor illusion as a cantrip so I can make the automatopoeia bubbles appear.
Thing is, it takes an action.
Ah. There's a homebrew feat that can get rid of that, right? I use
You
my
could
bonus
try-
action to
You
make
could
a
say,
biff
"Please,
appear.
DM."
You could try enchanting your blade.
Oh,
That's
To
how I
make
got away
those-
with.
waste a feat. I will waste a feat if I can have comic book style bursts. Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah, I think. Did you want to do a slower move?
I think that's him.
I didn't think you heard you.
Oh, what's yeah, that's I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't hear what you said, so I was gonna ask you. Yeah.
Mhm. That will be another. Okay, those are good attacks. Ilfrin and Sybil each get one. And both make me con saves, please.
Okay. No.
Oh dear.
Yes! You both fail. And you. Ilfrin gets 16. Sybil gets 11. Both of your maximum hit points are reduced by that amount. And you're poisoned.
Yeesh.
As the
Max
Yeah. So you take the
11
damage.
hit.
as the swarms. A swarm of wasps goes down both of you.
So what am I reduced by?
16.
16.
So make sure to use that other resource box on the right.
Yeah.
It's a good place to stash your real HP number.
Oh, question. Can Jeff be willing to swap positions with Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay. So if Johnny needs to push in, Jeff will step back.
I think I might deal with the other ghost first. I'm not sure. Let's see. No, I'll just go for the other ghost first. I'll summon another Johnny next turn. I'm gonna get 2 attacks off on this thing though. And bop, bop. First one I hope hits.
I believe he's having some slowdown issues.
Hello?
Okay, the first one is a hit. Damage.
I just rolled.
You got 8.
Yeah.
You
Uh.
hit the big one. Assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. And that's it.
Yep, that's all I really got.
Alright. Irfin.
Sybil, are you going to be casting more AoE?
Yeah,
I
I'd
was
say
asking-
you can
He's
you
asking
can aim
Sybil.
it in a way.
Well, no, I'm asking because I'm thinking of moving. Sybil?
What?
Are you planning on doing more AoE damage? I'm
Not
thinking of
likely.
moving. Okay. I'll move into here. So I can get advantage. You are in danger, aren't you, Sybil?
Mm-hmm.
Help, I'm in danger.
Yeah, I'll move there so that Johnny can get his benefits. That was not the number I was hoping for, but there you go.
I think the only benefits Johnny gets is Social Security.
Oh god. As if you paid into that.
Yeah, I rolled a frickin' 1.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anyone for making the HP bars visible?
Doesn't look like it.
No, but my number's
I
wrong.
see green over everyone.
All right, that's good.
What should your number be?
Why did my number change?
It has a plus.
Because he linked it
No.
to your HP on the character sheet, as opposed to the number it
Yeah.
was before in the bubble.
Yeah, the only problem is now it's incorrect. Because I put my maximum in there, so it was...
Let's see. Well, he took 16 at least, and then
Yeah, it would be
before that was
up
11.
16 again. As you took 16, so
Yeah.
that would be 37 maximum HP.
Yeah. Because I was just like... My thing was suddenly saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing over the token is linked to your actual sheet. So if you mark down lost maximum HP, you could make that the
Yeah.
red thing.
Right. So what do you?
Well, I'd marked it, but the thing is, my number on the sheet was marked specifically to remind me what my minus was, but then it changed. It's okay. We've got it. It's all good now.
All right. Yeah. Anything else aside from the cure wounds?
I have nothing else because I forget. Can I make an attack with a bonus action if I didn't attack first?
No, you have to attack first.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, the answer is
I'll say you can.
okay then.
Is that your sidearm?
Yeah.
All right.
Because that one doesn't get a modifier. Well, actually, it doesn't matter anyways. But yeah, that's the one that I use in my spare hand.
Yeah. So the burning wand, the burning stick. Pio?
I take the dodge action.
Okay.
All right. And any bonus or nothing?
Nothing.
All right, Pog.
Third time's the charm. No, it is not. Random bolts flying across you.
It's hard to take careful aim of something that's that wispy and insubstantial.
Eventually, the house is gonna be completely wrecked.
It's alright, we can just tell them who was a spooky ghost.
What
Let's
does
see.
your bonus do?
Yeah. Let's see. Range here is kind of fucky wucky. Is Jeff within 15 of PO or not? I don't.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Okay, barely. I don't have to back off to do that.
Yes, you can give the temp HP. No problem.
Let's change it up. Roll
What?
like for me now?
No, I can hear you.
No, it's just I was clicking a button. It took a very long time to click there. Like I clicked.
I think roll 20 is
engraved.
just being slow.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so maybe it's not just on my end. Both on the child?
Yep, because I want rid of it.
Both hit.
He just hates children.
Not trying to see her off the great beyond, away from this thing's influence.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing too well.
Well, I mean, the ghosts are doing badly, but I'm fine. Yeah, though, I might actually... You know, I'll burn an inspiration just to try and put it down a bit faster.
Alright.
So I'll do the defensive flourish.
It would have missed anyway.
Okay.
I don't think a 14 hits anyone.
Nope.
Well,
But there's an
maybe
additional
Joffrey.
4 damage.
Alright.
That's the same type as one of my weapons.
Yeah.
And now I take a moment to cruise at 22 AC.
It's fun, isn't it?
Great.
Well, it's still standing in front of me, and that means it must go away. Return or go do the thing.
No.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's don't have any bonus actions. Hooray.
You're a wizard. You have spell slots.
Most
Yeah.
use an action.
Yeah, they just said most of my stuff she uses an action. It's like, well,
Hmm.
she wasn't in a corner. We could be flanking right now.
The eerie swarm buzzes some more.
Haven't really needed the benefit of a flanking position, really.
My dice say otherwise.
Some more good rolls. Oh boy. That will hurt a bit. Johnny and Ilfrin, con saves.
Remember, Ilfrin,
Johnny.
good at these.
Johnny makes it.
I do
Ilfrin does
not.
not. Johnny, you take 19 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Yes. And Ilfrin takes 14. And same effect applies.
We also forgot about something important.
Mm.
Flame Blade is concentration.
Oh, right.
Yep. Con save for that too.
Yep.
I
There you
make
go.
that. Oh, just to remind myself, I can remove this with a lesser restoration, right?
It depends
Poison,
on
at least.
It depends on the effect. It might take a full night's rest. It might take a blessing from a temple. We don't know.
You do feel that your soul is wearing a bit thin.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's
no.
chewed up by wasps. And you feel
Yes, that-
yourself swell up as you get stung everywhere.
This is what I'm concerned about.
There are ghost wasps in your butt.
I don't like it.
Would you prefer spiders?
No, it's equally traumatic.
What if the spiders were smaller than the wasps, but there were more of them?
It seems familiar almost.
I'm just saying,
Johnny.
ease of passage, but more volume.
Second one to bonus action. Let me check. Yeah, okay, bonus action. So, yeah, I'll second wind, and do a 1 attack on the big ghost. And pop.
You need to update your second wind.
It's only +2, yeah, shit.
Yeah, so you got 13 HP.
Hell yeah.
So you're a little full. Yeah, you're a little full.
Yeah, that is a donk.
No.
Not a donk.
A Donka Man.
A bonk.
El Puncho.
El Pincho is my luchador name.
El Pollos Hermanos.
And the buzzing
Los
things
Pollos
down
Hermanos.
a bit. Although you don't hear anything because of that, because you're deafened due to the thunder wave.
Why the ghost wasp missed me?
No, I didn't. They devoured you.
Yeah.
Ilfred.
You just didn't
Yeah.
get the other thing.
Our soul's still intact.
Yeah. So, is this something lesser restoration would help with?
Dips on
Only
his
one way to
fires.
find
The
out.
poison? The poison? Probably.
My life force going away.
Mm,
No, not really.
Oh, he's poisoned? Yeah, you forgot to roll disadvantage on those.
Oh.
Oh, on your attacks.
Failed anyway, so.
Right. So,
Dibs on his fire stick.
Dibs on the bird.
You can have that.
The little Fresh Prince.
You know, there is bravery in actions. I'm going to disengage.
Drow leaped through a window.
He ran out of the room.
Away. Yeah, he ran out of the room. Yeah. Oh, shit.
No,
Wilfred
I'm
ran into
running
the next
to the
room.
other side of Joffrey. I have 7. Wait, no. Yeah, I have 7 HP total right now. I have 9 just
the only
because
hit point that matters is the last
the
one.
temp HP.
Just saying.
Especially in this case,
So you
if you
keep
lose that
hiding
last
the-
one, you're fucking dead. That's what makes it really important.
Jeff's
Oh
there
no,
going,
Ilfred
So-
died. What a
So
shame.
you're hugging Jeff, begging for temp HP?
and he's
Yeah,
going, what's an HP?
I need some life.
Here,
Have you
Andy,
tried
here's that
macrame
magazine.
or sewing?
You
Yeah.
don't feel so good.
Perhaps you could
Ilfred
pick
does
up people in a
sew, though, right?
bar.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like
good.
my soul is leaving me.
You're a drow.
Ilfred does
Come on,
sew.
you
Okay,
never
he's a
had
hobby.
one.
Clearly weren't using it.
And speaking of temp HP, PO, you did get the 9 that was rolled earlier, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's marked down.
Okay. I mean, I can't tell, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of intentional, but it is marked down. I can see it.
What are you up to, Pio? Delaying action. Blast him in the face. Keep yourself safe.
Probably blast him in the face. Not much else I can do.
No, not in the face.
There's a 14 hit.
You can poke it in its eye. No, it does not.
Oh well.
Okay.
Barely. Just barely.
Well, found out AC at least.
Mm-hmm.
That was a caustic blade. You'd be able to do 1d6 acid damage.
Alright.
One day it'll pay off in my
Pog.
favor.
4th time's the charm. Hey, it actually hit.
Hey!
First time, right? Got it in 1.
First time.
And that's good damage.
And it's pushed into the corner.
Now you sit there and think about what
Right.
you've done.
Yeah.
No, we got Yoffers. Oh, he's healing.
And so
Right.
the dying man gets 5 temp HP.
Thank goodness.
Does a 13 hit
Man
the
is a
child
strong
ghost?
word.
Hits?
Hits?
Yes, it hits.
For 9 damage.
That is not quite a Melgurn, but cutting it close.
I think I kill it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
need to roll for damage for that.
But I want to see it.
Yes. You don't just roll a crit and not roll the damage, man.
Because it's
A
a
quick
vicious
little double
weapon, so
on
I
the
get that
damage.
+7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not got much divine power in me, child, but I'm just saying, please go on.
There is a bit of really groan, moan, whatever, as it dissipates.
I see this horrendous swirling thing in front of me. No one's around to engage it, so, alright. Like, get the fuck off me.
No, I'm helping.
Yeah.
And
Get
yeah.
you pinned down, you wee cunt.
That is a miss.
By how much? Less than 3 or less?
3. If
that-
14 was just a bare miss.
Yeah, 15 is the AC. So exactly by
Okay.
3.
So that work?
Yep, it takes 1d8 acid damage if you're using the caustic blade.
Yeah. Did it not go through, or did I?
There we go. Just took a while.
I didn't know if it was lagging or if I had to click it again. So it takes 4 acid damage.
Ah, it's a weird one.
Alright.
I took it as insurance.
It is a good insurance.
Yeah.
Nope, that was...
Unfortunately, even when it hits,
Okay.
it turns my damage to acid, so I can't really play around.
Yeah, and acid is pretty resisted.
Yeah, it's not as bad as fire, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my second one.
Alright.
Roll 20, come on.
2 new targets.
Yep.
And, oh boy! Now it rolls well.
Yep.
26 and 25.
Mhm.
Both con saves.
Can't even shield that.
Good.
Wow.
Time to lose some HP.
Ah, come on, roll 20.
Alright, though. We're full. We're
I
not going to
know,
be in a
but-
Yeah,
second.
that's
But look at that.
17 and 14. 14 for Grayson. So 17 for Kelmon, 14 for Grayson. And once it does that, it starts to fuck off because it doesn't like what you're doing to it. Through the wall.
Oh no, you don't.
Well, we still see it do this, so I'm going to fucking slash it.
Yeah. You may.
Yeah.
That is
Well, I
a
missed.
hit.
It's okay, though. Sybil destroyed the windows here.
Yes.
We can chase.
Yes.
Is a hit. To better. It does start going towards the hill. And Johnny.
Let's see if I here. How far is it? Perfect. I'm going to summon another Johnny and punch the shit out of it. Pull him up.
Phrasing. I'm gonna summon a Johnny, punch the shit out of it. He
Put him
punches
all the
his
way
clone.
over here. Yeah. Goodbye, Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Oh, I'm not gonna punch
No, you don't.
it. Fuck it. I'm gonna use my last Unleash incarnation to try one more time.
Okay. That is a hit. Mhm. Yeah, it's not looking too well. Elfrin.
Oh boy. I hop out the window. I'm regretting coming out here, but I know I gotta.
Yes, please shoot the elf.
And
And the ghostly figure dissipates under the fire beam. And that's it with initiative.
I collapse against the side of the thing and just go, okay,
Oh,
let's not do that again.
You're such a dramatic wee drow. Come here.
Healing me isn't really gonna help.
Yeah, you could be healing
I'm
me
not
instead.
really hurt.
Oh yeah, you still look fucking rotten.
Yep.
There's a
As a matter of fa-
chirping as the little phoenix crawls out of its pocket, looking a bit confused.
We gotta stop bringing that
sweetie.
thing with us.
I know, but he's a drow. He kind of gets useful in combat sometimes.
Stabby in the backy. I understand.
As long as it's not one of those purple ones I read so much about. They can be nasty.
Here, Johnny, with me, out the windy.
Whoppa!
Let's see here.
Oh, I can just teleport. I should have done that.
Right, there's no tracks or anything like that.
You can do it the cool way.
No, it's a ghost.
Considering there's no
Also,
tracks and all. Yeah,
It has been 7 months since last time someone walked here. There are no tracks.
I'm talking in character, though.
Yeah.
Right, there's no tracks or anything here, but if we're heading in a direction, you think it would have just run away somewhere?
This was the building closest to the edge of town, right? With one of the dead kids. Is there any other buildings we can see?
There is some other buildings are there. You checked this one before?
Well, we're looking in the direction that the
not this
ghost
one.
ran away.
Yeah, towards the hill, you said,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Southwest.
towards
Yeah.
the hill. That's this direction.
Yep.
We could check the hill. I mean, it's a hill.
Well, I mean, it would run away that way.
Yeah, we're in the area. Let's do our due diligence.
Might be his corpse or something that needs to be purged or whatnot. We still got some holy water to splash on him. The fuck
We didn't
was-
actually check the chapel, did we?
Nope, haven't been
Not
there
yet,
yet.
no.
Nope.
Would you like to go to the church first?
Well, shouldn't we talk to this girl first, since we're here?
She didn't seem very chatty when we were stabbing her.
Well, I mean,
Well,
that's been
yeah,
the
but-
case of each of them. We've had to put
Yeah.
the corrupted ghost down before we could speak to the spirit.
Ilfrin, you look like shit. You should probably drink one of these. We have 7 of them.
What is it?
The lesser restoration potions.
The problem is I have lesser restoration, and we've already found out it's not going to work.
Have you tried it? Do you know? Like that? It's.
Yeah, but if we know it's not going to work.
I'm just
not very
confused how
much-
we even know it won't work. But
Well, we would theoretically at least should have some kind of an idea if it would, because, I mean, I have the spell lesser restoration.
okay.
It would work on the poison.
I mean, feel free to have that course from your vein, sure. Well, I feel like checking out the hill just to see if there's anything there.
We can just do a quick scout, 10, 15 minutes while Ilfern catches his breath after whatever the fuck that was.
Quick
Just
adventure,
send-
in and out, 10 minutes.
He's
Just
still
send-
kind of swollen up.
Just
All
send
over
better
face
Johnny
too.
up there.
He can only go 30 feet, though. He can't really go out on his own just yet. You know, he's sort of tethered to him. It's a very dependent relationship the two have got going on here. One day you're going
I
to have to
consider
let
it, you
the
know, like business owner and employee.
One day you're going to have to let the boy go out of his nest, you know.
He's not
He's
even
only a few
employed.
weeks old. Give him time.
He's an intern, yeah. A sub-intern, if you will. Yeah.
Yes.
We're definitely not paying him.
But we could always just catch our breaths for a wee moment if you want.
I would love a rest.
Aye, well, I mean, just a quick breather. We can't exactly have a snooze or anything. I mean, for fuck's sake, Grayson's got breakfast with his ma waiting for him. And also the trial.
It
He
is.
kind of panics a little bit when he realizes, oh shit, breakfast.
It is. It is night now, just after the sun has gone completely away.
That's not a problem for most of us.
Yeah. Just say.
And besides, I'd rather actually be halfway down the road back to Lepidstadt, the shithole that it is, just to camp underneath the stars, than camp in what is, quite believably, a haunted village.
Huh.
Suppose we could use a church, though.
Yeah, I could probably use church, to be honest here.
Yes,
Would
you
be worth a
could.
look at.
Well, you're both looking a wee bit green around the gills. Alright, so we'll bunker down to church for the night, check out the hill and something else tomorrow, eh?
Yeah. I'd say the church is probably our best bet because traditionally bodies end up there, not in the homes where they die.
Well, what's the issue with bodies?
Well, if we're trying to contact their spirit, that might be an easier source than
Well,
all we've
I will
encountered.
mention we've cleared this house. Why don't we talk to this one and then we go bunk down in the church?
Who
I just
still
don't want to
can use
risk
the
them coming
board,
back.
who hasn't expunged their use of the day with the board.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're using the fake rules that we each get one question, and I think we've all had a question, apart from maybe Grayson.
I
Only
believe I
use
had
it
No, you-
on the one house.
Three people had a question. Pog, Johnny, and Kelmon. Wait, no, Grayson, Johnny, and Kelmon were the ones who hadn't asked a question yet, I believe.
Oh,
I thought I asked one last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we asked at the second house.
This is the
All right,
second house.
who actually asked a question last session?
This is the third house.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is once per day. You can ask a question
Yeah.
for that. Per person.
Yes, but what we're
One
pointing out
question
is
per
this is the
person per
third
day.
house, not the second house. There's already been a second group of us who have asked questions. I think we're actually tapped out.
Are
Yeah,
you
we
sure?
are.
No.
Maybe just Grayson.
Oh, right, never mind. You went there to check out because that was where the child died. That
You have a child that died after the beast was chased off.
yeah. That died in its room with
So-
no.
I think I've already asked a question. I think it's just these two who haven't.
Johnny definitely has.
Yeah, everyone has asked.
Alright,
a question
these two
by now.
then.
Shut up, Johnny. We're trying to get
Just have other Johnny do it.
What are you
I mean,
doing?
yeah.
Shut up.
He can do anything I can do, but better. So
As we clear the debris from the fight, just gently put our hands on Grayson's shoulder and push him onto the floor. Enjoy your seance, lad.
He panics for a second, remembering his time in school.
Now, what are the rules about an animated stone statue controlled by a spirit using a spirit board to contact another spirit?
I think the problem is it's like calling your own number. You just get a busy tone.
Yeah.
If he's trying to communicate with a spirit of the dead while being a spirit of the dead, it's just a constant cycle. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed.
It doesn't quite work since it is not quite its own person, but rather an animated construct.
it was once its own person, but you took that from them.
We're just lucky he doesn't interfere with a signal from a spirit board normally, as we ask questions and he offers is compelled to answer.
Yeah, you hear these
No,
sounds
not you.
like from these boxes when you got a call 20 years ago or so. You do know what I mean, I suppose. Well, Pan probably wouldn't.
Remember telephones?
I know the tropes. Yeah.
But have you actually heard those sounds?
Yeah, everyone's has. I mean, if nothing else, at least in a meme compilation, to be
Yeah, they
honest
get
here.
reference in GIFs.
Yeah.
That's going to be the record of humanity's civilization. Oh, it was in a meme.
I mean, that's all it was. Remember the jokes made about the Pompeii people?
Yeah, so
Again, what even was the question to ask?
I
Yeah.
do think
What killed you?
I mean, we know that.
You
We
see
fucking
anything
fought it.
suspicious?
no, actually I'm pretty sure you didn't actually ask questions. 3 of you. I'm pretty sure you just skipped the first one because this was a random child with nothing particular to it. So instead you went to ask the child that was brought back by the beast.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so there are still 3 questions available. Asked who killed it?
We know
The
that
bad
one.
man.
And where outside?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not going to help with this one. She died in her room.
And as has been pointed out, none of this is evidence.
Yep.
We can't bring this back to the court.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
think
can testify.
let's just
We
go
could
to
just say we
bed.
found a ghost, but that's not really.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just have a kip. There's really not much point trying to bother spirits anymore. We got everything we could have fucking put in the court from those old women.
Yeah, the only hope I was thinking is maybe the church had some records left in it that we could bring back.
It'd probably just incriminate the beast. Remember, it's written by the people.
Yes, but the one that's died afterwards, if there was any record of that, it's at least tangible.
Right.
True.
Alright, come on. Let's go grab a pew. I'll help you here, Ilfrin.
Grayson, how good are you at writing records that look like they were from the ecclesiastical departments of a church in a backwater slum like this?
So where are you all going? Just
Church.
still chilling in the ruined house, church. Everyone to church,
It's
all right?
Mm-hmm.
Things people called him silly for preparing for. Today's my day.
Let me get
They
my
all
dog
laughed.
collar. Not the flea one. Hang on, that's the wrong collar.
They laughed. But who's laughing now?
Back in a second.
Master forger, Grayson. And that would be a way of solving this. Let's just show up with evidence. We happen to have made it ourselves, but who can say?
I mean, there is a cleric present who may cast detect truth, zone of truth.
Yeah,
They
but
said
as
that they
long
don't. And besides, okay, so if there is the zone of truth, then what we did can actually be used as evidence. Considering if theoretically they could ask us what the heck happened.
The question is if they're going to go through the effort. I mean, they just want to find him guilty. Yeah, they're really going to, oh, we need to pull out the wizards.
Yeah, you do go to the chapel. It is a chapel dedicated to Desna, the goddess of fate, dreams, and prophecy. And it's already showing signs of decay with weeds growing places where they shouldn't.
But an important
there-
distinction from our previous location, the windows and walls are intact.
Yes.
Well, we better fix that.
But yeah, you don't. It is fairly Well, all of the valuables are gone, but something you do find is that the basin with holy water is still filled, and it would hold enough water to fill up around 5 holy water.
That's expansive.
Yeah, that would be 120 gold worth holy water. And you can also see in the chapter's graveyard there are a few fresh graves, 6 to be exact, which do carry the names of after 6 killed children.
Does it have dates attached to it?
Yes, they do. The deaths are, unsurprisingly, around 7 months ago. And they all happened in the span of 1.5.
One and a half what?
Months.
Okay.
1.5 elephants.
5 weeks.
Okay, so we should probably make a note of this, just, in case the actual dates come up and we can verify that according to the graveyard, these are the exact dates.
Right. So you are all going to take your long rest from what you gather.
Yes. Because we can all walk back in the when it's still a little bit.
I would assume the horse cart gets also pulled up
Yeah.
to. Oh, actually, check something. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. No. The bear trap misses Ilfrin.
Good thing he wasn't in bear form.
Yeah.
Would not be embarrassing.
You somehow trigger it as you stumble across it, and it snaps shut right before your foot.
Where were you going? We had already cleared a path.
He's not the smartest, Drow.
To the church. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. We would have gone a different way, I think.
Or to the church. Okay.
It is also whenever you cross between buildings, there's a 20% chance to stumble upon a trap. Yeah. You do take your long rest, and the poison effect vanishes after an hour or so. And it slowly starts to get brighter around 4 or 5 in the morning.
All right. Quick trip to the hill.
And
Off we go. Eh?
let's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the long rest also cures the hit point, the permanent hit point damage. So you get actually to full HP.
Ooh.
Hooray!
So we've
I-
exhausted investigating the chapel here.
Yeah, the chapel doesn't have a whole lot.
The chapel, yes.
I mean, we did a good deed killing that ghost, but it's a case of, in regards to the case, there was nothing here that we could bring back to the court.
We can still say
Oh,
that we did
Max.
it.
I know we can, but we've got nothing just to show off to people who are baying for blood right now. Luckily, the judges are kind of leaning towards having some actual facts and all, but the general populace is not all that interested right now. It might sway them.
I really don't care about the general populace.
No, like I'm saying, I don't care about them either. It's a case of they might sway opinion, though. Oh well. Like I said, let's check the direction it was running off to. That was up to the hill. Might be something there, at least. Maybe this was a cursed epitaph or something. There's a chunk of a oath or some shit like that we can bring in. At least explain why the kids had to die so horribly. That'd be nice. To prove it, I mean. On the bright side, at least their souls aren't being used by whatever the fuck that thing was. You know, until tonight when it turns out they just re-emerge again. So, to the hill.
Or the other
Yeah,
three.
Yeah. Only quelled 3 of them.
We can come back after the trial, maybe.
After the trial, I'm not sure I'm going to look back at Lepidstadt again.
The kids here don't deserve that. I mean, they're not the ones trying to burn the beast alive.
Yes, 3, yes, 3. Settle this bit, maybe.
But first, yeah, priorities.
We still don't know who,
Right.
we still don't know who the grave robber is or who's killing people up in the swamp either.
Alright, so you're all going up to the hill.
Yes.
Uh,
We all live together.
That song fucking slaps.
the, what you do notice most at the top is rotting scarecrow leaning on a scythe at the top of the small hill with a pumpkin face that doesn't quite look as terrifying as it used to, with the pumpkin all shriveled up, partially rotted, a bit toothless, and the sheep's jaw depicting its mouth is hanging, dangling on a string, barely holding on.
What freaks use
Um,
use actual bone to make a scarecrow?
They can't be that poor.
And you all give me perception checks, please.
Grayson, don't forget to fill up your HP bar.
I'm still
Oh, it's
very,
full?
very
Okay.
perceptive even in the day.
It is more like twilight. You went to bed real early. But yeah,
Okay.
you notice, Ilfred notices his natural habitat, cave,
Wait, what?
What?
in a rock formation a bit off. There seems to be a cave entrance.
Oh. Everyone, we have something of interest.
Well,
Some
that-
type
Cave.
of natural room, you'd think.
Right, well, that's a reason of going in here. Well,
I've read
going
about
here.
these. They can form in the side of mountains.
Hang on. We have an expert here
Mountain.
who
I
can.
like mountains.
We have an expert here who can tell us all about this. He turns past Ilford into Johnny. It's a hole in the ground.
Yeah, it's
What do you think?
often caused through erosion. Probably some sort of maybe river once flowed through here. You never know.
Right, on we go then.
He's
You and
probably
me.
right.
There's often rocks in caves. I mean,
That's
that's worth pointing
fascinating
out.
as he's pushing Johnny from behind. Let's go.
I start going into the cave.
Ilfrin, stay where you are.
Oh, I'm following you into the cave.
No, you're step behind. Step further back. There we go. Me and Johnny will take the lead on this one.
Boy.
Yeah.
Grayson is
I'll
sad.
I'll stay behind them, but I'm still following.
Ilfrin
Hey,
wanted
stay
to go
behind Johnny,
first,
Johnny.
and you stopped him,
Yeah,
so
it's-
Grayson is disappointed.
It's a pretty small, narrow cave. Kinda have to squeeze through a bit.
Alright, we've got a problem here, Johnny. The two of us are the most unideal people for a small aperture like this.
I mean, I could send Johnny forward, but I don't want to get stuck somewhere where I can't
How
see
loud
back.
are you saying this? Because Grayson would be like, yeah, Ilfrin wanted to go first. He would have fit.
Yeah, he's saying it out loud. Why would he whisper it?
Yeah. Ilfrin wanted to go first. He would have fit. Why'd you stop him?
It's just a small fact that meals are delicious, wine is fattening, and it's good to laugh.
A tavern.
That has nothing to do with what I asked.
I'm pointing out that's why myself and
Yeah.
Johnny here are not as svelte as we might be otherwise.
I used to be slim. Tight abs. You know how I was.
I can't imagine it looking at you, to be honest.
Tight's a strong word. It was more like a washboard, but
I'm honestly struggling to imagine you have a beard as well. But anyway, what's in here anyway? Hang on, I'll just set a few things aside and crawl on in. What we got?
I'm struggling that he knows a thing about washing.
As you get in
Ooh.
around
I'm not gonna argue that one.
around 20
Kelvin was
feet
about
in,
to argue it for you.
around 20 feet inside the narrow passage, there is a bit of a larger cave. And inside you do find the remains of 4 children.
That's convenient.
Well, it's not handy. I mean,
It's pretty awful. I mean, I really
Aye.
don't want to look at this, but
answers the question though, and I suppose in a way gives us a bit of evidence.
yeah, let's look around for any objects so we don't have to transport these corpses.
Well, I'm
like
talking
this.
about the fact that I myself had to think very slim in thoughts to get through here. Not so sure if a beast might would have been able to.
Almost certainly not.
Yeah, it would be way too big to get inside there. And it doesn't have long enough arms to reach this far inside.
We found our evidence, folks.
Right, let's lift it up and take it to the wagon. For fuck's sake, Ilfrin, all we can do is tell them about this.
That's the same thing.
Master Pog, could you tell if there's a difference between saying something and being able to clearly show it in front of the ignorance?
I believe there's some saying about bringing a mountain somewhere. Yes.
Well, that's an old dwarf story.
You can take a mountain to water, but you can't make it drink?
It's old dwarf stories, more like. There's got to be more than one.
Yeah, there's at least 2.
No, it's just one incredibly long story.
It's possible I fell asleep in the middle. You're right.
There's only ever been one dwarf story. It's just, it goes on so many generations and branching out through all family trees. Alright, is there anything here a bit less depressing than the corpses of children?
Nope. Nothing worthy, at least. Some remains of some small animal bones, rats or something like that.
And
The
would
droppings
it
of some woodland creature.
so an animal den of some kind?
Not even a
Yeah.
wasp nest.
No.
So would it be worth trying to contact the spirits of these bony children?
What sort of ask? We've kind of solved it. They were killed by this creature, not the beast. Where are their bodies? Here. Where are they killed? Doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, probably just playing outside.
Stranger danger.
We should do a PSA about this.
Right, well, I think it's just time we get a wiggle on.
Let's go.
Yeah. The trial does start in around 4 hours. I'm not sure how long did we say you take there.
Is Grayson gonna be late for breakfast?
That's what he's sweating bullets.
Just for thorough sake, yeah. Well, before we left, detect good and evil. Was there anything?
In the hole?
Yeah.
Would you have gone anywhere else for that?
Well, when we were approaching the hole and the creepy
Scarecrow.
scarecrow skull thing.
Nope.
Okay, so
Alright.
the 10 minutes we were meandering around the hole, no evil presence.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, there are still the houses of the 2 other children that died to check out.
People were leaving.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Yeah.
We don't have time to investigate any of this shit.
Kind of sucks.
I believe it was like 1.5 hours. We said it would take, if I remember that correctly.
Well, maybe we can cue a montage of us killing the other 3 kid ghosts.
What song would you put with it?
The kids are all right.
Ghostbusters.
But yeah,
What? You don't want to be killing them to Bustin' makes you feel good?
No, not children ones.
Yeah.
It's gotta be more of a it's gotta be more of a peppy song.
It wasn't Duel of the Fates. What was the song when he was killing the younglings?
Yakety sax.
Yeah, we'll just go with that. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I don't know. I kind of tuned out by that point in the movie.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Yeah, you do arrive in the city at around 8 a.m.
Is Grayson
Good old
immediately
breakfast,
jumping
Grayson.
off? Is he running into the town, trying to just?
He jumps on the back of our horse, disconnects it, and rides off into town.
Yep.
It's okay. Other Johnny can pull.
You know what? Yeah, screw it. I do that. Taking a horse to breakfast.
Mama's boy.
Can't eat all that. Jesus, man.
He's not eating the horse.
He's gonna try.
He's not gonna eat any of it.
Does this character have mage hand? This character's not a mage hand. Otherwise, I was gonna have my hand flip you a middle finger.
You can flip them off anyway. You don't need
You
a
have 2 regular hands.
Yeah, but it would have been cooler if it was a mage hand.
Wow.
I'll give
I
him
can
the
just have
peace
other
of
Johnny
world
flip people off.
sign. Yeah.
All right, Grayson. Make dashes towards his home, where his mother is presumably making breakfast.
Is he accosted by the city guard on the way for causing commotion and public disorder?
Don't worry, he's made some fake lawyer sounding. He's made up some fake lawyer, law sounding documents. This is official court business. Let me by.
I am
kind of
permitted
is.
by law to be an asshole.
Exactly. Yeah.
You are not really stopped. Mainly because at first they'd probably assume you're heading for the university because
exactly.
you're late for some sort of lecture, as students tend to be. And
I never worked when I got caught speeding.
At the latter part, there aren't any guards in this area. But yeah, and as you enter the door, you can actually see your mother starting to make breakfast. Oh, hey, hello. I assumed you would have been still in bed. Where were you?
No, I just a lot of paperwork surrounding this trial. It's been, burning the candle at both ends. You know how I am.
Huh. I see. Well,
Because
you made
he
it.
can't admit what he's been doing.
Otherwise, she'll do that thing where she worries. Then she makes this god awful noise.
Grayson! That kills people! But no, actually...
I was gonna say what?
Carl!
That's a throwback.
Yeah. Just for funs, make me a deception check. To see if you can fool your mother. Yeah,
Hey.
you do fool her. Well. I hope you slept well at least. And
Yeah.
how about your friends? Are your friends coming too? I prepared extra for them.
Right, left turn, Johnny, stick your arm out.
I can smell something in the distance. Smells like breakfast. Yes. Breakfast.
Don't get distracted. We're having the fucking push fist in the middle of traffic here. He left us on the fucking motorway equivalent.
Ilford can literally be a horse. What's down to me?
Run, full step, full step.
Ilford shape changed into a horse, but Johnny's pulling it.
No, it's Johnny and Kelmorn pulling it.
Oh.
And other Johnny's helping, I'm sure.
That's why he's saying the Johnny left turn, because he's on the left side to swing his arm out.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you make your way to Grayson's home? Actually, I don't think anyone of
We
you
don't know where it is.
Where it is, yeah.
Pog might.
None of us. Yeah, does Pog know where it is?
He probably does.
Yeah, he would.
Do I care?
That's the bigger
up to you.
question, is what you
Do you want
care.
breakfast?
But I could get breakfast without being subjected to the Vizark family.
But this is
He
free
makes
breakfast.
a valid point.
More importantly,
His name?
he is owed faculty breakfast.
It's free.
Oh, no, do you have
Faculty
tenure?
breakfast is not very good.
But it's the fact that they owe it to him.
Yeah, does Pog have tenure?
I
'Cause if
don't
so,
know.
there's nothing they can do.
Free
I-
breakfast is good.
Yeah. I think the question is, does anyone ask?
Yeah.
Do you want free
We are
breakfast?
hungry.
But no, do
No.
you ask?
Yeah, yes, with the
Where
physics.
Yeah, like no. All we saw was Grayson grab our horse and bolt away.
Oh, we know he's going off for breakfast, mother. We were there at the court for that.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say you do know the conversation.
But also,
Yeah, so-
Kelmorn is thinking, that is a man's private life. I'm not going to intrude on it.
We should give chase.
So I'm
I'll
waiting
intrude.
for who's gonna say let's go crash his home.
I have a feeling I
And
know who,
steal
considering she
his
yelled
food.
loudly.
Yep. I will flat out ask Pog if he knows where Grayson's living.
His family's in the stuffy, gentrified quarter to the southeast.
Oh, for fuck's sake, on the hard shoulder, Johnny. Alright, on the map, whereabouts is that?
Actually, you have been in the area generally, because you have been to the chemic works. So,
Yeah.
I would say
Let's-
So
it's
if you describe it, Sybil and
a
I can
block
get it
away
down
from
there.
the chemic works. The smell you can find on Saturday evenings is quite exquisite.
That's where I pat Johnny, so we both stop. Alright. For those of us who've not been in that direction, where is the chemic works then?
Left or right?
Just a series of
I'll-
additional
I'll-
questions.
I'll
It's
give
no
directions.
use telling us it's near the chemic works when we have no idea where the location of the chemic works is.
Okay, I thought
You mean you
said
don't
someone
know?
went by there.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
of them already. Sybil and Ilfrin.
Ilfrin.
Yeah.
And the tools we were right there looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one was the surgeon's flat, this area.
Yeah, so Johnny, when we were finding the maker of the tools, it's that way, but you go another 4 to 6 blocks south, I believe.
Okay, we can handle that.
I haven't. I know the area, but I've not had needs to go there myself. So
That sound like
giving you.
I don't
giving
like these
you-
vague hand directions. They're indicating to me distance.
Let's go. I'll be able to find our way the closer we get there.
No, I'm just saying this seems like a bit of a push.
Do we
So
need
that's why
me to
he-
turn into a horse?
It is a thing you can do.
No. It's alright. Why not? Let's just go through the whole fucking town like this. Come on.
This is how I used to work out, you know. Prep for a fight.
I've only done this a few times before when I got broke.
That's more often, yeah.
Not for me. I was usually quite affluent. But all I
I
needed.
was for a while.
For a living.
I had money once or twice.
You're a couple of 100 years old. That is not encouraging.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it anymore. It's amazing how you can spend that shit.
Alright. Okay, watch yourselves here. There's an old fucker on his seat. Hands on cab, pull back. Alright. That is a fancy looking estate he's got there.
So a crew of 2 firebrands, a pugilist, someone with lightning fists, and a bard show up and start knocking at your front door.
Does a
No.
gnome and a statue show up too?
Sure. I mean, I probably would have had Jeff go back to the university to see if there was any business that I should be doing there. Since I
check
supposedly
your
still
inbox, you know.
There are
my
2
email.
fascinating mental images about that thing. For one thing is Yafris walking alone, this animated statue through the town, unescorted, unmarked. And then there's also the immense sigh of relief from Calamorn and Johnny as there is no longer a stone statue in the fucking wagon they're pulling.
I mean, honestly, if Pog works at the university, it's probably been spotted around town.
Well, it doesn't always
Not this
look the
particular
same.
one.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
true.
Yeah.
and the description of the spell is kind of vague on whether it still looks like stone or not, or
Yeah.
that just it regains that form when it's dispelled or dies or whatever.
I mean, it is from the Strixhaven thing, and I mean, I assume they look like the spirits from the Strixhaven sets.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, just the description says, it sounds like it looks like the thing it was meant to represent, not here's some creepy stone golem. So at first glance, it would look like a
walking
uncanny
statue.
looking person that,
You mean he doesn't
on
look
second
like a
glance,
Jewish
it would
golem?
look
'Cause
like,
that's how I always envision him.
no, he does not look like the clay golem.
Or yeah, whatever. I forget what that's from, but yeah, that's how I always envision him for some reason.
Yeah, it is very much not a person. That much is clear. But it is not too creepy. Basically, it would actually not be that uncommon to see constructs or something like that walking around the university area. But yeah. Jeffrey walks around the office. But that will take some time. And you all knock at the door. And I assume someone knocks.
The hungry one knocks. I think
We
that's
know
Ilfrin.
who. We know exactly who knocks.
There's someone who smells a room behind that door.
Not the
It's-
food that I want.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Inside, while Grace's mother is still preparing breakfast, there is a
I
knock
will
at
get
the
the door.
door.
Yeah.
The moment Ilford knocks, Kelmorn is just making himself scarce and heading back up north into the town.
You don't want food?
I am quite happy to just get something in a wee cafe or something. I do not need to intrude the man's family.
I do know a good cafe.
Enjoy your very awkward dinner or breakfast, I'm sure.
Who is it?
Oh, it's my friends. Remember you mentioned them earlier? Yeah. You
Ah,
said we made extra.
yes. Do
And he
let them
opens the
in.
door and he sees Johnny. He sees Pog. He looks up. Expression changes when he notices Ilfrin standing there. Notices Kelmorn's missing. Kind of confused about that.
I mean, you'd probably see him still walking down the road.
Oh, yeah, I see him walking down the road, but I don't question it. You know.
Just here to
Nice.
wish you a good morning. Then I gotta head off to the university. Gotta do a report.
You want something for the road?
No, I could probably pick up something there. Besides, I
Okay.
don't want to impose.
Well, good morning to you. Tell
Oh.
Kelmorn the same if you see
You
him.
wouldn't
Mhm.
impose? I'm happy to
Okay.
share some breakfast with you all.
Oh, but we're in a rush. We gotta handle that case coming up.
Ah, well, I see.
So have a good breakfast.
We will.
And I let everyone else in.
Okay, Jeffrey goes.
If Joffrey fits, he can come in.
Well, Joffrey's not coming. Joffrey's
Yeah,
going to the...
Jeffrey
That's
and
right,
Sybil go to the area with the university area.
Yep, I have to go report on the leg and arm. How they did.
Huh.
I said I would.
Yeah. And the rest, the four of you, are motioned to sit down at the dinner table. And you do actually get a quite rich breakfast with soft eggs, freshly fried bacon, fairly fresh bread. Probably not from this day, but yesterday. Yeah. So, how are your investigations going?
It's been kind of rough. We hit a few dead ends, but I think we can do it.
Well,
As he thinks
I do-
about earlier this morning.
I do hope so. I mean, people are getting real fired up. Some of
Oh,
them,
Don't they
that's-
always though?
well, they keep complaining that the judges take too much time. They should just be done with it.
You can't rush
And-
something like this. You know that.
Yes,
Dad
I
knew
know
that.
it. I know that. But not everyone in this town is an academic, unfortunately.
Like I
Ask
said,
them,
neither was Dad, and he knew it. They have to have some sense.
Well, he was almost an academic. He was a smart man. Actually, what did your dad do for a living?
He was
His mother.
well. He
Has
was
family money.
He did serve. He did serve in the army or militia or whatever they have, and then later in life he was a civil servant. So
Alright.
that's why I'm saying he knew better when it came to judge it. Unlike you say the other people are reacting.
Yeah.
He would have been like a city
So-
councilman or
Yeah.
something like that.
So maybe has actually worked at the courthouse as well. Possibly.
That's how I got into the school, because he had connections.
Yeah.
And now I got a cushy job there.
Yeah. And
It seems like they're more
Yeah.
interested in burning something than actually getting the truth out. Because in the short time that we've been running about, we found far more than, well, it's a bit
Yes.
silly that any of this was missed.
yes, that is exactly how I see it as well. I mean, they are blaming the beast for about everything they can imagine. I mean, I told some of my neighbors that that Alros has been missing for a couple days now, and they immediately started blaming the beast for that.
How? He's locked up!
Well, he's not the
Well,
beast.
it
They
was
can't
around.
seriously be blaming the beast for that.
No, it was. Well, he vanished briefly before the beast was captured, so. Well. I don't believe it, but.
Who's gone missing?
Who knows?
Ilfrin just caught up to the fact that somebody's missing.
Alros. He is a friend of the family. Close one.
My teacher.
Yeah. He taught Grayson all he knows about swinging that sword around. I do wonder. Well, actually, I'm almost certain someone may have tried to get to him because of the blade.
The blade.
Well, I think it was an heirloom or something. He kept being fairly tight-lipped about it. Looked elven, from what I can tell. Never let anyone touch it, though. Not even me.
It's something personal. People just have their things sometimes. I never paid it much mind.
I'm just worried.
We'll keep an eye out while we're traipsing halfway across the galaxy.
I'm trying to think if they would know what a galaxy is.
Halfway across the
The planar
realms.
universe.
Yeah.
The planes,
continent.
there we go.
Yeah.
The planes. Oh no, the idea is that we're going everywhere in known existence over this stupid thing.
Yeah.
He's in the bag
Wow.
of holding somewhere.
It is appreciated. I've been asking around a lot to the guards, but, well, they are a bit busy at the moment, as you can imagine.
To prepare a burning.
Yes. Oh,
Just-
how's the food, by the way? I hope you like it.
Oh, it's quite fantastic.
Grayson just winces every time Ilfrin talks to his mother.
And with that unfaulting politeness to her.
Yeah. It's so cringe.
This food rivals the finest restaurants in the city, I dare say.
I believe
Oh,
Grayson
you
just
flatter
died
me.
of cringe. Just take
Well,
100 psychic damage, flip my token over, you know.
all right.
What the fuck?
Your friends are actually quite nice. Why haven't you
You
introduced
know-
me to them earlier?
It's just we didn't have a lot of time before the trial, so we've been kind of crunching.
Oh,
Like I
right,
said,
you
it's been a
just made...
bit.
I'm sorry. Well, a month ago. But yes, the trial is going to start soon, I believe. But enough that you can finish your meal. And is there any specific topic you would like to discuss before I move on to the other two?
Nope, he's just checking his pocket watch to make sure he doesn't overstay.
Ilfrin is going to be unfaultingly polite and compliment her at every opportunity.
Johnny's
And I'm
gonna
gonna
eat.
hate every.
He'll eat half the table alone. But yeah, she is quite enthralled, but flattered by, charmed by Ilfrin's good behavior, something Grayson is missing at times. And Pomp?
He's eternally screaming. Eternal screaming intensifies. Oh.
Yes, and before you go, or as you go, Grayson's mother will thank you all for being Grayson's friends.
Aw.
He's a good kid.
I give a polite bow.
As I look down at you. Yes, good kid.
Don't make me kneecap you just because I said something nice now, Grayson. Your kneecaps are not so tightly attached as you believe they are.
He just kind of looked at you, you know.
Ilfrin respond, he's certainly a very good boy.
Dagger eyes.
Who's a good boy?
You know what? Mine.
He is young enough to be my son.
How old is Ilfrin?
260.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
God, you're old.
No way to speak to your elders.
Who knows? Maybe Grayson will have a new stepdad soon.
Yeah, we should probably be going. Oh dear, look at the time. Look at the time. We should probably get to the courthouse, right, Johnny?
Let's go.
We
Yeah,
have
do
work
have
to
work
do.
to
This
do.
is true. This is true.
I wonder who would hate this more, Ilfrin or Grayson, if Ilfrin was to be Grayson's stepdad.
Grayson.
I would
Yeah,
leave
definitely
town
Grayson.
and never come back. I would be gone.
If something happens to Kendra, this is plan B.
Fuck you.
His own mother. Jesus.
Yeah, that's kind of sick. I don't care if you are 200. That's sick.
Yeah, who wants to
He
go?
just slams his pocket watch shut. Yeah, oh dear. We need to get going. Johnny, as he's kind of
Alright.
nudging him out the door.
Hey, but other Johnny hasn't eaten yet. We have to give him some food.
We'll worry about that after the trial, Johnny. Let's go.
Poor Johnny.
So, does Sybil want to go first or Kelmorn? Or what are you doing each?
No, Sybil, go ahead.
Well, I mean, right, Sybil. You do arrive at the university. I assume straight to... what was her name again? I keep forgetting. Too many names. Neria.
Yep.
Yeah. You are let in. She is awake, as most of the time.
Have you been to
And-
sleep yet?
Let's see. How late is it again? What day is it?
Day, I'm not sure, but it is morning.
No, I don't think so. But I feel fine.
Well, you should get some soon. But I have been doing some testing on the arm and the leg as you wanted.
Oh, so how did it work out?
Oh, they work
Any
out pretty
kinks?
good. None yet.
It's wonderful. Let's see.
Mhm.
She comes over, checks a bit closer, performs a couple tests. Also tries to take them off of you for a moment.
All right.
if you let them. Huh.
I mean, she made them.
Nice. Yeah, but still, it. She does ask before she steals your arm and leg. Yes, he plops them onto the table, takes a look at it, the internal components. Yes. Everything's still fine. No damages inside. Yes. Seems like they will hold on for a while. And you would know how to fix them, I believe. All right, I don't think you've gotten to take a look at the blueprints yet. Being busy and all that. Yeah,
Sadly, no.
Yeah, what have you been up to lately?
This blasted murder. Or, well, this trial.
Right.
Doing
I
our
heard
best
of
to
it.
see. Yeah, doing our best to try and find the truth.
Any success thus far?
A little bit. It seems like the beast might not be responsible for any of the crimes it's been accused.
That's
But
good, I believe.
Yeah, but we've found little proof that it wasn't him. Well, little proof of someone else. We found plenty of proof it wasn't him.
Well, it's a start.
True, but everyone's out for blood, and unless we can give them a place to point their finger, don't know how it's gonna come out.
I guess I can sympathize. People in charge of the university kind of have it out for me as well. As you can see, as she looks outside the window towards the guard. That makes sure she doesn't smuggle anything outside of her fenced-in laboratory.
They've been giving you much hassle lately?
No, not really. They have been asking why the ground's been shaking occasionally. Might need to see about working something out in that underground shooting gallery. It's kind of difficult to test explosions, especially the bigger ones.
True,
Right,
true.
that reminds me, you didn't get the chance to try out the bombs yet? I assume?
The elemental ones?
No, the things I had delivered to you, to Ravengrow.
The grenades.
Yeah.
No, not yet. I've been working on the arm and the leg.
Right. So many things to test. Well,
Well, at least there are plenty of things to test on, it seems.
yeah. They are. Outside, where I can't go with the things I have to test. They barely let me send out the things for you. I'm just glad they didn't check beneath the parts of the armor.
You really
Yeah,
might
just
need to find a better place to put your things if they're giving you so much trouble.
I mean, I kind of get it. They want to try and avoid
Yeah,
me
anything
setting
where,
something else on fire.
yeah, or a student getting hurt.
Yeah. Or things being sold to people with bad intentions.
That one seems iffy, depending.
Yeah, I mean, don't really intend to sell any of those, but
I know, it's still a risk. And they have
yeah,
to cover all their bases.
yeah. Also, if I just leave them lying around, maybe someone breaks in. So in that regard, the guard is maybe also a bit of a blessing that nothing of mine vanishes for some reason. It's copied. Yeah. Basically, with those bomb things, I've been trying to give Alchemist's Fire and Alchemical Ice a bit of extra pep, let's say.
Well, I'll give him a toss next time I can.
Please do.
Please keep that in mind, party. You may explode.
It's a risk we should take. I mean, explosions are cool.
They are, and if it works out good, everyone's going to get some. We'll just throw bombs at everything.
There will be a limited supply. Those were a bit expensive, but yeah.
Well, I mean, for the initial testing.
Yeah. So,
We can chef scenes if you like.
yeah, I've been thinking if there was anything else she would speak at. Yeah, no. At this point, there wouldn't be that much to talk about, mainly because she's also getting a bit tired after being awake for probably something like 40 hours or so.
I'll give her a hug and help tidy up her office so she can head off to bed.
She tells you to not touch anything as you try to shift things around. She likes her chaos.
I know. I'm just trying to make it sure that
Yeah.
nothing is going to be an issue if someone comes and snoops in while you're asleep.
Ah, thanks. Well, I do hope you get this thing with the beast resolved soon. I'd
Certainly.
love to go over the plans for the prototypes with you at some point. You do plan to hang around for a bit after the whole thing, I assume? I hope?
Normally I'd say no, because this being back has left certainly a poor impression since I was here. But for you, sure, I can spend a couple extra days.
Ah, that'd be great. But yeah, you, you know, it's just the whole thing with the beasts. It makes people antsy. Once the thing is resolved, I'm pretty sure they'll come around again.
I hope so.
I mean, you know, you've been here before. They aren't usually that bloodthirsty. But it's
Normally,
just,
no. I mean, the last couple of years, it hasn't nearly been this everyone out for blood.
I mean, it is a bit of a special occasion. But
Mm,
usually they've been just, well, talking about the beast, but haven't done anything. But now that they have actually someone to blame or something, well,
they're
they
gonna
are,
blame it.
yeah, and they are going to channel all of that fear and whatever
Stupidity.
and rage
Mhm.
into trying to kill that, whatever it may be.
Mm. Yep, but that's enough talk. It's time
All
for you to
right,
bed.
soon I'll just try to work this out as she starts to try to solve an equation on a piece of paper. Unless you knock her out somehow.
No, I'm not gonna knock her out. She knows her own limits.
Yes, when she falls asleep on the table. Alright, Kelmon, what have you been up to?
Got breakfast, got a drink, thinking about the case.
Alright, so nothing in particular then.
No.
Alright. Also, just to as Grayson and a companion start to leave, there's also another knock at the door.
I get the door.
There is
Yeah.
there's what's the right word for it? A messenger from the university. Someone you actually recognize from work.
Okay. Yeah.
And Grayson. Here. There's this note for you.
I take
And
the
he
note.
holds out a
Thank
letter.
you.
Uh-oh.
I have a note. Hooray.
Yes. I assume you read it
Yeah.
alone? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be looking at it, I wouldn't read it out loud.
Yes. It basically says wait. Oh. Message you that. Checks.
And he kind of folds the note up, puts it in his pocket. That'll be something for later.
What is it, Grayson?
Some stuff at work, lost volumes, misplaced things.
Are you fired?
No, I'm not fired.
Oh, you were a student.
No, we've been over this. I work there. As he
Oh.
draws something on parchment, or he writes something on parchment. Remember, waves his fingers.
Oh, the other guy might. Pointed at Johnny.
Yes, probably.
He truly is the perfect scapegoat.
All right, kids, let's go.
Sure.
So you all make your way to the courthouse. I
Mhm.
take it. Joffrey shows up as well. And there is apparently nothing urgent that required Pog's presence. Probably much to his dismay. Oh, that reminds me. You did pick up that frog, idol, toad, stone thing from the from the looter, and you would have probably recognized it as fairly old and religious in origin. Might have some historical or magical potentially.
Okay. So are we going to court?
Yes, I assume so. You all catch up. Kendra also appears. Ah, there you are. I was wondering where you might be after yesterday.
Just tying up loose ends.
Ah, well, I'll be in the courtroom again, seeing how you do.
Oh, she walked away. It's like, anything? No.
Yeah.
No, he'll just give her a polite bow, take her hand. He's got too much
Just-
stuff on his mind right
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Just smile and let her hand be taken. Also, while we wait for Ilfrin to return to be jealous, I'll be
Wait,
gone
what?
for a
Yeah.
I'll be gone
Did
for a
I
moment as
just
well.
hear somebody took her hand?
Yes. She's watching us in the courtroom.
You did this when I went to the little girl's room. How dare you?
Yeah.
He is glaring daggers.
He'll return it with a smirk.
He tells the fire chicken that she should probably try to puff Grayson.
It's okay. Grayson pulls out his own poison baby. It matches his coat. I wish.
Poison baby?
Poison baby.
Yeah, poison baby.
Not as cute as they
Lingonberry?
seem.
I thought it was cute.
Oh, they're cute, but their existence isn't.
Yeah, that card got a little dark. Anyway.
Alright, I'm back. And we return to Ilfrin catching up to the group to see Grayson holding Kendra's hand as she smiles.
He is grinning, glaring daggers, and is highly implying that Belay should shoot a puff of fire at Grayson.
He just looks at you and wags his finger. Or looks at the chick, chick, no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the chick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you actually make it attack Grayson?
Do we know he can do that? She hasn't done that.
I mean, you could take it and point it at Grayson.
No, he
She
wouldn't
can
do
point
that.
it
He's
threateningly
just.
at me, yes.
She's
He would
threatening
never
you
make
with
it
a bird.
obvious.
That was...
No.
Well, I will say, it's the first time that's happened. Threatening me with a bird.
Just
Yeah.
No, I would be very salty looking. Visibly not happy.
Excellent, that means I've succeeded.
Yeah. So I assume you let go of her hand eventually.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't, do anything awkward.
Yeah, just as a greeting, maybe
Yeah.
hold it a bit longer than necessary.
Make sure Ilfrin sees, but I wouldn't try to make it too awkward.
Yeah. But yeah, well, I will be taking a seat at the front again. Watch you do your work. And she glances around to take a look at the crowd of not quite as educated or high-standing people gathering, which is around twice as big as it was yesterday, all filled with disgruntled faces. I do hope those don't become some sort of trouble.
They very well might be eventually, but hopefully we can just talk them down.
Yes.
Or beat them down.
I hope they do respect the sanctity of the court. I mean, those new guards at the courthouse just won't be enough. There are 12 guards at the courthouse, and they are not really experienced soldiers. Let's leave it at that. And the crowd that's gathering there is around 100 people or so.
Hmm.
At the moment, they're just grumbling, standing before the courthouse, trying to
I,
listen in.
I look at Kelmore and I just ask, do you have anything for crowd control?
I mean, the fucking life's profession, usually, aye. I've dealt with bigger crowds with this anyway.
Yes, I prefer not to have to use my crowd control. It's a bit more permanent.
Well, I mean, I can always just convince them to disperse and all, give them a wee blast of a trumpet, but the main thing is, they're not going to factor into this, these fucking savages.
I'm just worried they might riot if they don't get what they want.
Well, tough shit to them.
Well, tough shit to us. We're in the middle of it.
These fuckers couldn't pull us down.
No, but I don't want. I don't want to go around murdering commoners.
Well, you just hold back a wee bit. You get them in the gut, put the wind out of them, put them on the floor, and then move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
No broken limbs.
No broken limbs, don't go over the head. You win them and make them realise, oh, this is actually a fight. I am not someone who can do this. Then you split them
But
up as well.
also-
You kept them separated so they can't have the mob mentality. I should probably be telling this to the guard as well. I mean, it's basic education when dealing with riots.
I hope they would know that already, but they don't look experienced.
I mean, just look at the fucking frothing look in their eyes. This is all because they want something to fucking burn in the town square as well.
Yeah, maybe the true beast is the citizens we met along the way.
Yes.
Turns out it's man.
Well, he's many men.
Mob mentality is always the enemy.
Yes.
Let's go tell our friend what we've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, let's get a little, might as well shake off a wee bit of this here. There we go. Just play it up the steps.
Also, maybe after, do you think you're going to need me? I might want to consider checking out that place that we found earlier.
Oh, at this point, all I really need is one of you who could sit in the witness stand. And I need him to be respectable and someone that the crowd might not, immediately judge as an awful person. So, yeah, you're free to head on off to the Simic Works. Aye.
He gives a bow. He is not offended by
fun.
that sentence.
Who'd like to volunteer to be the one to tell us the account of what we did up there?
I certainly can. Seems the rest are a little tongue-tied.
Well, I just know that Mr. Pog and Grayson still have a residence here and whatnot. Might not be inclined to be part of this lovely fiasco here. I'm not gonna deface or what's the right word for denigrate the good name of a circus to compare it to this shite.
Hmm.
Well, I just can't go up myself since I will be doing part of the defense trial, I guess. You'd think our lawyer would have a bit more confidence now.
I
You
wish you had done a little more.
are already in the presence of the lawyer, as you say that? Or not?
No, he says it.
In front of the lawyer?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. After you have shared all of these discoveries, I assume, yeah. Yes, I would say you can make a good case for the beast not having done it yet.
Mm-hmm. In fact, it's really obvious it wasn't involved at all. Now,
Oh, actually, yeah. You do have a chance to speak with the beast as well if you want to before trial.
yeah, I'll take advantage of that, along with giving him a prestidigitation so he's not like beat up, fucking covered in dirt and anything.
I would ask before I leave. Maybe you could consider asking the beast where he found the girl.
Well, aye, that's obviously the main question here. So, big lad, how you doing?
Yeah. Does anyone else come with? Or just Kelmo?
Tag
Certainly.
along just for fun.
Alright.
Sounds like a laugh being in lockdown.
Yeah, anyone who wants to go there, just move your tokens down. Yeah.
Not Johnny's first
And,
time going.
As the beast is spoken to, it looks up, seems to remember you all. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing today?
They treating you all right on here? Feeding you?
I don't think they're treating him right.
At least giving him food.
Yeah, he doesn't eat it. He doesn't need it.
Well,
Yeah,
today's going to
everyone
be a
eats
bit of a breeze anyway, because we've got substantial reasoning on you not being any harm there. However, you were up there before a few times before, weren't you? Did you know a wee girl, the one who you're holding the body of, which one was it, Elsa?
Yeah.
As you do mention that name, the beast's face distorts a bit into a grimace and falls silent.
We know full well you didn't harm her.
Yeah.
You were just bringing her back to her parents and whatnot. It felt the right thing to do, aye.
Check the thing. What's that?
Really need to work on that smile. I don't think it's going to convince the judges that well. Good teeth, though.
He keeps them well.
You're saying this would be a lot easier if we had Vasilka instead of the Beast of Lepistat.
I don't know. She doesn't talk as good, but
A bit more of a
I
sympathetic
haven't
look
seen
to
a
her,
beast.
though.
True.
No one wants to upset a bride. Red?
Yeah, sorry, it's just
It's okay, take your time.
All right. Yeah, I didn't had it marked down at the PDF, and I now have it. It's just at a very weird place.
That's
that
okay,
has
take your
little to
time.
do with it. Yeah. As you do mention the name, its face distorts into that grimace, and it does become visibly upset, and repeats the name. And
She's the reason you were in the village in the first place, aye.
yeah, and he does start to make a breathy, kind of rough sound that could be a cackling or maybe a choked sobbing, depending on how generous you are with the interpretation.
Look, I mean, in this way we can add in the rest of what there is of the body language. I think he's sad. I think we can agree he's sad here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was your wee friend, aye.
Yes. Nice girl.
Well, it's a small consolation, but we did kill the thing that took the life from her.
So you kill ghosts that stole souls?
We did, aye. So, as I said, today's going to be a bit of a breeze on proven wise, so long as Sybil here can be nice and convincing.
I can try.
Well, we got a fair few bits on. There's no way you were involved that way. But
I wanted to do something about the ghost. Couldn't.
don't worry about
You
that
wanted
one.
to help.
But I want you to think for whenever we bring you up into the court there, just to have a wee thought on what you and Elsa used to do before she was taken by the ghost, okay, right?
Well, she sometimes came to visit. Didn't scream like others.
Just to give you a nice
Still
feeling of
like-
light with the truth, you know.
Liked her. Hmm. She didn't deserve.
No.
Aye, well, that goes without saying, no child deserves to die.
Mm.
Well,
I knew one little shit back in town where I lived.
I was just about to say that. I was thinking about this wee fucking toe rag I used to boss
Now's
about
not
with.
the time.
The two of them both folded arms, head tilted in the same way.
That guy was a
You-
real
you
piece
could-
of work, man.
You can reminisce about that.
He was a real fucking
After we're out of
cockmonger. He
No,
really
no,
was.
No, after, not now.
Stole my lunch twice, even.
Just, I wish I could go back in time as I am now and just fucking destroy his face with my fit. Anyway, yes, you're quite right. We've got issues here.
Yes, and we don't want to upset our client.
But he was a wee dick. Anyway, yes. So,
Yeah, he seems still a bit distracted and
Yeah.
kind of depressed about having lost his friend.
So, to have a simple Madonna is a case of we emphasize on the beast himself. Obviously, did not lay hands on any of those poor children. Did not snuff out their
Indeed.
life. It's very evident as well by the fact that the one that remaining, can't remember the name now. Actually, Karen. Right, she
Karen.
was.
Yeah,
No, this is
Karen.
in character. He doesn't remember. Right, so she was untouched in a locked room, and this big fella here treats walls like doors. So obviously not something. And of course, the fact that we did finally discover the remaining bodies of the children, and they were in an alcove that he could not in any way access, not without ripping the thing apart.
Right.
So even if you don't believe us in the ghost, physically, there's no way he could have done anything to those kids like that.
Mhm.
And if a precedent, Elsa was his mate. Simple.
And he's going to testify today, right?
And
He's-
point out,
he's
of
going up
course,
to the
that
stand?
noise he makes is the noise he makes for sadness.
We'll just bring her name up again. He'll probably have the same reaction in court.
Well, I'm just saying it's stuff we have to bring forth. I mean, we should preamble first that noise is what he does for sadness before we have him make the noise.
Well, we
Right.
can do that, you know.
Aye. No, I'm just pointing that out to Johnny as a case of we want to preamble and get the get the jury in the judge's mind. Well, the judge's mind. There's no jury in this case, but get the audience's mind on the case of this is a sad noise, and then they hear it as opposed to hearing the cackling and trying to convince them it's a sad noise.
True, it's, order of operations. It's a
Yeah.
pretty horrible noise.
Aye. And meanwhile, the rest of them might find us a fucking lead on who was digging up those graves. It'd be nice to get that one sorted, because that is someone who we could probably justify putting on a bonfire.
Yeah. If he didn't kill him, I mean, grave robbing's one thing, murder's another.
But we did find who did order the tools.
Aye, well, don't forget that, Johnny. It was not only were the grave robbing, they were potentially also the murderer, because there was a big person who was carrying around bodies, and it weren't our fella here. In that instance, he was the one carrying the body in the abandoned village, but that's different. That's a separate case, and we've
It was
put the fucking-
he had a good reason. It was for
put the
good
fucking
cause.
nail in that one. The other one was the one who got bitten by a caiman, and that's not applicable right now, okay? Also, big lad, put your chin up for a wee bit here. I'm just going to cast the prestidigitate on you just to get you cleaned off. Nice, bright and shiny.
The beast looks up as instructed.
There you go.
Looks kind of amazed at the sparkly whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You look a lot better there. Much better.
Yo, can you give him some of that new wagon smell?
I can, actually. Let me think now. Was it oak or pine? Cedar, that was it. Fucking cedar.
Pine.
Done it.
Yeah.
Get and
Yes.
done.
He starts to smell. around, and he seems to be at least distracted from the loss of Elsa for a moment. And there's another thing that might be generously described as a smile on his face. Smells good.
So long as you've got one
nothing
angle
beats
of
a new wagon.
Yeah. It looks like a smile as long as you see a minor angle of his face. The more of the angle you see, the less it looks like a smile. Alright, up the court then. Let's have fun here, and maybe I'll find if I stoke up a riot. That'll be a nice one.
We're ready to quell it if that comes to.
Aye, remember, gut punches. Put them down, scare them off.
Medium violence.
Aye, controlled violence.
Alright. Beast is on the stand.
And if you're happy enough not going through this in full roleplay, we can just go over the lines we went through, the clues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly so everyone else is outside. Anyone who wants actually to participate in the trial, move your token in here.
It's actually a case of,
Everyone else.
Sybil's with him, then he sits down on the bench with Johnny as well, and the actual lawyer is having to sit on the very edge of the bench, just one cheek, and it's a case of Kelmore just looking, why are you here, Johnny, anyway?
Oh, I'm just here in case the violence breaks out. That's really it.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Fair enough, yeah. But we are taking up the majority of the bench.
Yeah, very wide. Luckily, there's no other Johnny right now.
It's not a rude thing, it's just we're big lads.
Yeah. It's for small lawyers, this bench.
Yeah. This defense team was not meant to have 3 to 4 people.
We didn't really think the situation would come up when building the courthouse.
Yeah.
Courthouse.
And then just
Maybe
Johnny
one
too as
or
well.
two.
He's the bailiff.
So, Pog, will you be attending court as well as Grayson and the rest of the party, except Ilfrin?
I'll be there. I won't be making myself.
I mean, there's no room on the bench. I'm kind of
spectacle.
just off to the
He doesn't want to
side.
be up that far, though.
Yeah.
As he just said, he doesn't want to be a spectacle. I mean, you guys could have gone with Ilfrin.
You might want some.
He ran the room.
You do notice Tuso Aldramumras actually in there as well. Somewhere among the ranks, among the nobler people. Not the rabble up in the alcove.
Up in the gods.
Cove.
Not in the nosebleed section. Yeah.
Well, they call it the galley as well.
Gallery. Gallery, yeah. Yeah, right, gallery. That's the right word for it.
For a theatrical boy like Helmorn, it's the gods. An ironic name for the cheap seats.
Yeah. You do... so... You want to skip this, or...
Well, like you said last time, you don't want to go through a courtroom proceeding again, so we can just do the
Yeah.
the bullet points.
Yeah.
I mean, the key point was that I got the feeling you weren't too happy with the whole thing. And it's kind of confusing who is actually asking this question then.
Well, I
when
mean, in character, Kelmorn is despising these people.
even the judges.
The judges, he's mostly okay on because they seem
Basically,
they
that's
actually
the
want the
judge.
trial. But in general, like he is doing this for a fucking cage of monkeys right now. He feels like.
I mean, it's mainly the uneducated masses up in the
That's the problem. They're
Gallery.
the masses. They're the majority.
Up in the cheap seats.
Yeah, the ones in there.
This is why America's a republic, not a democracy, kids.
And as a proud performer, Kelmorn does not entertain the cheap seats.
So yeah, the
That's
ones
Johnny's job.
the ones in there seem more curious, but not nearly as enraged or inflamed as the general populace. And most of the educated people and university folk are not actually attending.
But it is also a case of Kelmorn just cutting the entire case of the prosecution down by bringing up Sybil immediately to state the facts that they found on their investigation last night.
Just the facts, man.
Yeah. But yeah, then do tell me what kind of points you bring up.
It's not fucking possible for the beast to go in and leave absolutely no sign it had crashed through walls. I think we have evidence with when it came into the academy that it literally does not use doors and goes through walls. Yet we went there and walls not destroyed.
Well, I'll smooth out the wee details here. I'll just have her respond with yes or no.
They are not they were not destroyed when you showed up.
Yeah.
Well, it's a simple case here. So, as I said, we find from witness testimony, the testimony that you brought forth yourself, prosecution team, was that the killings continued after the beast had been chased off, and in fact, that particular girl was found as full evidence of locked room, locked door, locked home, untouched marks on her. There was not a single moment of... if we look at our client here, you'll see quite a pronounced muscularity. He's not exactly
subtle.
Exactly. He's not a subtle creature in any way, shape, or form. Then we actually found the killer, although it was long dead already. It was a twisted, corrupted spirit that had drained the life from the children and almost from us. My friend Ilfrin in particular was quite fairly drained. And we chased the thing as it tried to run away from us after expelling it onto the great beyond. We found a small cave on the hill of your village, and we left it untouched because it'll have to be properly sacramented. Within that narrow aperture of a cave, inside a very small chamber, none of which our client here would actually be able to fit through even with his arm, were 4 corpses of the children. They have been located. They are not a missing case at this point, but they will need to be properly interred with full funerary rites. And so I put forth that the beast himself, while he was in the environment because one of the children was his friend, the little one Elsa, which is why he fought to bring her body back to the village, was responsible for none of those deaths, because in every example he was physically incapable of taking part in one of those results, either the murder or stashing of the bodies.
Prosecution actually didn't bring forth that the last child died after the beast was driven out.
No, but it was the witnesses that they brought forth.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't ask that proper question, I suppose.
Yeah. You would have to make them confess that part again. But
will it require an intimidation again?
No, they will talk.
Does he just give them the fucking eye, you fucking say it this time without prompting?
Especially since there is a priestess that can cast Soul of Truth. So yeah.
So it's literally a case of just swatting up to their star witnesses. And would you like to now tell the entire truth?
And nothing but the truth.
Thank you very much. Isn't it nice when you cooperate? Just make a mockery out of what the prosecution brought forth.
Just to see how the general reaction to all of this is, roll me 3 persuasion checks with advantage.
Alrighty. Time to see those ones. Yeah, last one was bad.
Yep. Yeah, still pretty good on both the other ones.
It would have been terrible without advantage. Look at those numbers.
Yeah, it was a natural 20 in there.
Yep. That's when he gets the witnesses to confess, yeah, there was a killing after the beast was gone. We didn't tell anyone. Completely discrediting the witnesses.
Yeah.
You subscribe to Roll20 Premium to get to unlock the other half of the D20.
Yeah, from what you can tell, the judges seem quite interested in those facts you reveal. The people on the gallery do not seem to agree, as they yell at you all as you try to imply that the beast has not actually stashed the bodies up there in the cave. But yeah, from what you can tell beyond the screaming and hollering, you seems to have made a bit of an impression there, and even your defense attorney, Barrister Gustav Capel, seems almost confident as he gets to his closing statements and for the day. And kind of repeats what you said, but summarizes it.
More
for
legalese
the
and jargon.
convenience. Yes.
Calmorn trying to keep the contempt out of his voice, but fails in that last check because he's just sick of the raving bands up there.
Yeah.
Almost lets loose. If those ignorant fuckers could just listen for a moment on the facts. Manage to just, if those ignorant, if you just face the facts here.
Also, if you would look at Tuso, the arrogant high elf, you would also see that kind of the look of disgust. You're also aware yourself as he witnesses the trial, but probably for other reasons.
He probably doesn't actually care about the beast either way.
Yeah, he's just generally disgusted with those savages he's around in this town. Like, why did I even come here? What did I expect? And he's holding a handkerchief before his nose.
Guess he doesn't like cedar.
Yes. So many sweaty humans in this room. Can't stand it.
Hey,
Johnny's a sweaty.
hey, Johnny's a sweaty dwarf. They're not all humans.
That does not make it better. Quite the
My
opposite.
sweat smells like
effect.
iron, not wood.
Just got a tang that really sticks to the back of your molars.
It's like a dog with peanut butter to get it out.
It's like when you were a kid and you accidentally put a coin in your mouth and all there. The taste just doesn't go away for a while. I suppose you guys wouldn't actually, because we've got copper coins here.
We have copper coated coins at least.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we can suck on pennies. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Back in my day, we called it suck on a Lincoln.
In the meantime, yes.
we have a solo action.
Nobody wanted to go with Ilfrin.
Yes,
And Ilfrin ran into the town.
Ilfrin, you find yourself standing before the Kimmick Works.
It's probably, about half a mile or so through the town is when you realize, I am alone. No one came out of the court with me.
No, he would have noticed. He's used to being alone.
And once he gets there, he probably realizes for good reason why nobody else came.
He's just happy he doesn't. He's just happy he doesn't have to deal with all the fucking idiots in the trial.
Everybody saw me in the courtroom. I had nothing to do with anything.
No ledger this time under your coat.
Yeah.
I'll get to the Chemic Works, and I'm gonna turn into a spider.
All
It's really
right.
like Scotch tape, which hasn't been invented yet.
That's a big horse.
Yes, you are outside the Kimmick Works.
The messed up thing, though, it's just the head.
Yeah. We only see that part. Imagine what's hiding behind that wall.
You write it like a chess piece.
Right, so considering I know what's in there, I turn into a spider.
I hear you double, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, spider.
Yeah, let me just, since I'm running this.
But yeah, so I'll just turn into a spider. Come on up here. I'm gonna go through this door for a change. And sneak myself in.
I did mention last time there was a kennel that isn't marked on the map.
Oh.
The yellow is it?
Then I would briefly look into the kennel.
Make me a stealth check.
Okay. Do I have advantage for being a literal miniature spider?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
How many things notice a tiny spider?
Certain things which may
You say tiny.
be in a kennel. Fuck, I didn't stat block yet. I'll roll from that one then. Option on that. Huh. You actually do not get noticed by an inch. You have a lovely thing in here. I
Oh,
present you. Wait, this the tabletop it goes.
Someone forgot to buy the additional skin DLC for that dog.
It looks like a bunch of dogs stapled together.
what is this?
To be fair, it's the dog equivalent of our client. Don't be too judgmental. It might be a good boy. Or boys.
And we did make a new friend recently who has a dog who was just a brain in a jar.
I didn't like that either.
That was kind of cool, but you know.
Am I rolling a history or a nature on this?
History or Arcana.
Wow. I'm just so horrified.
Yeah, it is completely unnatural as it sits in the kennel, stares outside, and doesn't seem to notice you.
Okay. Add this on the list of reasons why this is clearly a problem. I'm going through the front door now.
All right. You go in there. As you approach the door, it is. Let's see. As you approach the door, there is a. How does a spider smell? Would a spider have a sense of smell? Well, either way, your tracheias start to burn a little as you come closer and slip inside from all of the poisonous fumes and acidic, or whatever the spider uses to breathe, those holes at the side of the abdomen.
Spiders, in fact, do taste and also smell through special
Yes.
sensory organs on their legs, as well as on their pedipalps.
All right.
They can even smell the smell of a human inside a mosquito.
Well, that's kind of fucked up.
Is there a spider?
That's a tight squeeze.
You do not have a spider thing yet.
I don't have a spider token. No, yeah, I don't. I have a giant spider token, but that's it.
Yeah,
Just make it smaller.
Yeah.
Giant spider is just a big spider.
You should have now.
Oh boy, look at that.
Nothing nefarious is going on here.
I do not see a spider token.
I do.
Yeah, it is here. You should even have
It
control.
was a
over
dick
it.
from afar. That's a
Okay,
dick spider
right.
for sure.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Funnily enough, Scotch was okay with that one because it looks more like a crustacean.
Can't even see all 8 legs.
Yeah, this is an actual hall. Rather, that's 3 stories tall. You see there is an upper level there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of poke my head in, look to see that this is clearly the working chemical part, and then try to go upstairs.
Do make me a con save as you enter.
Oh wait, I be,
You
it
would
won't
make
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You
Do I get
see.
resistance for poison for being a spider? I know I do with the giant spiders, but
I mean, this is
No.
partially acidic fumes as well, so no.
Only enough spiders with their single hit point don't get any resistances.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wouldn't
Funny,
really
Vats.
matter. You probably have fall damage immunity, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, you do have temp hit points. I think it's equal to double your level.
All right, you aren't actually. Right. No. You do acquire the stats of the beast, including hit points.
yeah, I
in the
do.
wild shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would Jeff's temp hit points survive wild shape?
Ah.
You do not actually take any damage at the moment, but it burns. And not that it matters that much, but you would be considered nauseated, or as it is called now, incapacitated. As you can move, but you can't take actions, reactions, or bonus actions.
Does
Okay.
it deal actual damage?
No.
Do I think if I stay, it's going to deal damage?
Possibly.
Oh boy.
And I haven't really gotten a chance to describe what you actually see in there. But yeah, those are 7 large vats with various chemicals brewing inside. And the mongrel men working around those vats, stirring them up, pouring things inside. They all seem quite horribly scarred and burned, and wearing some sort of masks that probably prevents them from actually vomiting all over the floor or choking and having problems in this acrid fog inside the chemic works.
Oh boy.
It
I'm
is a
gonna
pleasant
have to.
place.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out of here. Cause yeah, if I get injured and I turn back, I think this is gonna go poorly.
It might.
So I'm gonna try to take a breather, see if there's anything I can do to shake off whatever the heck is wrong with me.
Yeah, as you get into the fresh air, it clears up eventually after a minute or so.
I'm gonna try to do something dumb, which is I'm gonna try to go back in and then just book it straight up. So I can try to get to the
Right.
second level and hopefully not.
Alright, so
Try to find an area that isn't, dangerous to be in.
you know these kind of fumes tend to rise up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there has to be offices, aren't there?
Yeah, you see here are the upper floors,
Mhm.
and that one is the lower floor. Just put all of the mongrel men in here to make it a bit easier to see where's where. And
Yeah.
those are planks that lead from what to what, so you can move between them in the middle area. And
Yeah.
this is actually a ladder that leads up here.
Yeah, okay. So I would try to book it to go up the ladder because I want to get into an office. Because I don't.
Safe.
Yeah. I don't see somebody working. Whoever works in the office. I can't see.
You
Bugger.
fail.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's no dash for you. Just
Yeah.
movement. And yeah, that would be enough to get you up to that level, but not quite to a door yet.
Is there a balcony?
This is an area where you see basically the kind of thing when you in the upper floor when you have a sort of gate where you can put things in and out with a crane.
Oh,
Into the
I
upper
know what
floor.
I'm doing here. Never mind. I'm getting the heck out. I'm gonna climb straight up the wall. I'm gonna go in that.
Huh. All right.
I'm not dumb.
Let's see. On the way out, make me another con save.
Yeah, let's see how badly this goes.
Yeah, you make that one.
Oh, okay, so now I just go up the wall and I show up here.
Yeah. That's it. Wait. Which number was that again? The loading bay here. Yeah, you do manage to get inside this room with relative ease. It does appear to be empty at the moment. Wait, no, that is the one I wanted. Yeah, this is basically a storage room. It has a bunch of crates and such in there, and a retractable timber and iron crane to lower them down and up. Over here, this thing.
Mhm.
That's actually about it.
Okay. So it's likely to be worse up here.
Yeah, the smell comes through the gap in the door as well. Although this one seems to be better made, this door.
Mhm.
And it's kind of hard to find a crack in there, but you would find one. The place at the door that smells the worst.
Oh boy. Hmm. I wager that there wasn't a balcony or anything on the third floor.
I mean, there is this ledge thing. This is
Oh, I
basically
meant on the outside.
no.
Yeah.
That's just an iron walkway with a ladder here. No, here. Here's the ladder.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to book it straight to this door and let myself in.
Con save.
Figured.
Yeah, you make it. And do make me an investigation check.
I'm
Nope.
blind.
You don't find any place where you can get inside there. This is a much sturdier, well-made door.
Bugger. Bloop.
And it has more than one lock in it.
Yeah. Okay. Plan B. I'm gonna go outside. Does the third floor have windows?
There are windows, but they are all closed and blackened with soot, so no one can actually look inside or outside.
Is there a chimney?
I mean, in here?
That's not gonna help me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna head back down to the courthouse. I
Alright.
really don't think, there's much. I'm gonna have some questions to ask, particularly I'm gonna see if the judge knows anything about what is going on here? Because I don't think any of these mongrel men are being treated properly if they're burned up. It's clear that they have acid burns. And that dog thing is a problem.
I mean, worker safety isn't really a thing, or workers'
Yeah.
rights in this day and age.
Even so. And I got questions about the zombie dog.
Huh. You may have them, but can they be answered?
Probably.
Alright then. You return to courthouse. Yeah. I assume you're right outside at the courthouse until it eventually finishes?
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
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 Blend in the
So,
crowd of 100 angry mob.
Yeah,
Then they
I'm
notice
watching
there's
the
a-
crowd.
Then they notice there's a drow among them. They change attention pretty quickly.
No, he is keeping his cloak up over his head. He does not want to be spotted.
Yeah,
He's just kind of chilling.
inside the courtroom, the session ends eventually, and you all feel the anger, the bloodlust as you slowly leave, walk out. Actually, let's go here.
Would you like some public outreach? Well, there's no time to do public outreach. We can't really convince them if we can't convince the judges.
Elmore doesn't give a shit, ignores him, plays his trumpet even louder using thaumaturgy.
But you hear that? That's the sound of them not getting their bloodlust.
He doesn't have thaumaturgy, never mind. Just playing it loud.
And
What are we gonna do with all this festival stuff? With no beast to burn, I wonder.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, we might find who's actually to blame if they're still about.
Considering that, maybe we find that one, but more importantly, this lot can all get fucked in regards to that. They can have a fun wee time with a crooked kin, they can enjoy the festivities otherwise, have some various foods on sticks, and they'll just have to not enjoy someone being burnt alive in the fucking centre of town.
Civilized world is a strange place.
But yeah, it doesn't really take a particularly wise person to recognize that the general mood of some of those people is to just go inside and burn the beast immediately.
Well, are we making the moves for it?
No, not at the moment. They just talk about burn the beast now. Burn it! But they just keep standing around. No torches or pitchforks are swung around at the moment. Just a bunch of angry people.
Where the fuck would they find pitchforks?
The hardware store.
I mean, there are...
They drive 3 miles out of town to the farming lands and grab pitchforks and bring them back.
No, you need forks for all the pitchforks for the livery and stables and such.
Yeah, but it's not like everyone has them. That's why they.
What
live
about
in
the
town.
agricultural students at this university?
Why are you buying pitchforks at the soup store?
Most people would have an axe or so. Maybe a spear, a simple one. I mean, if all else fails, a broom could also work.
A broom with a knife tied to it.
That would be more amusing. The angry mob with cleaning implements, brushes and brooms, and
And the
all the
mob.
chimney sweeps.
Oh boy! If they
One of the
turn
artificers
up,
has a handheld vacuum.
if they turn a magical vacuum cleaner. But if they turn up with one of those heavy iron balls,
The French use for the sewers, yeah.
for the chimneys.
Suppose. I was talking about like the fucking Indiana Jones boulder-sized scouring balls they use in the sewers of France. There's one of them rolling it out, still clinged with shit.
Evolved dung beetle.
It's the same principle, yeah.
See.
Oh no! Imagine this is a magical city. Bunch of artificers. That ball is a golem. That's its life. It rolls around, scraping shit off the sewer walls.
I mean, we could have just given it an animating force, but we decided it needs to know what it's doing. We had to give it awareness. It just seems silly not to.
And that's
So
how
you made
Marvin
it.
from
So you made it
Sky-
appreciate its work. Hell no.
What
We
is
don't
my
have the
purpose in
technology
life?
for that.
We just found someone who was dead floating around. Welcome to eternity.
Oh God!
I wish death upon you all.
Keep
Oh, I just linked
scrubbing.
them in tabletop.
Keep scrubbing, shitball Bill.
Please come down here so I shall crush you and sweep you away with your shit.
We didn't program you for that. Good luck.
I see
500
all
years
of
for maintenance.
I see all of you as mere shit to be cleaned away. Just come down here, I shall show you.
Now there's a boss we need to fight.
Shitball Bill.
But alright. There is a third case after all, which
Yep.
you could be informed by the barrister if you wish.
Oh, please.
It's kind of important. We need to get all free innocence, basically, or, reasonable doubt.
Yeah. Alright, the first case is about the Carp Isle Sanctuary.
I heard Carpile Sanctuary. Can we get a Camaro?
No, you can have a Mustang, though.
No, I want someone that can actually turn, maybe.
What is this spell?
Well, really, you should get a Hilux.
I wish we had those in America. Well, I really don't.
Oh, Carbile, it's
We
even
have-
worse.
Oh no, we're gonna gain so much weight.
We
Too many
can't.
carbs.
Johnny's on keto.
He's on the carnivore diet, actually, meat only.
It is a gluten-free sanctuary. No gluten here.
But look at the
But
glutes
yeah.
on Johnny. How is he gonna? He's gonna get turned away.
But yeah, the whole deal about it is that it was an asylum there for those afflicted with madness and physical deformities for treatments. And it burned down fairly recently. And in the fire, Dr. Rader, various assistants, and the patients died, with only one survivor, a certain Carl. But this one actually lost his eyesight in the flames and got burned fairly badly, but he is still alive and still in town, actually. And he has described some sort of huge, horrible beast pretty bulky, brutish, breaking into the sanctuary, killing brother, and apparently accidentally setting the sanctuary on fire by knocking over some alcohol flasks, torch, and everything, and it all resulted in the whole sanctuary burning down, and the patients, mostly locked away or unable to actually do much about it, burned to death, choked to death, and in the from the smoke, and it was all left there eventually. Yeah. The prosecution didn't hesitate much to blame it all on the beast, because Carl's description of the strange humanoid creature is still matching to the beast, and there aren't really any other candidates for huge deformed humanoids doing that sort of stuff and killing doctors.
Right, well, the first thing we can't ask is what did he see?
Well,
Can I ask what he
Yeah.
heard?
I mean, that was just a wee bit of a joke. I assume he had eyesight beforehand, that's why we were able to take a testimony.
it's possible he didn't. That would be a big hole in the testimony.
I've got a feeling we're not going to get much use out of him, though. Ilfrin!
Yes?
Well, what were you up to?
I went to check out the chemic works, and I have some questions. Namely,
Should it beef, chicken, or prawn?
deceased dead dogs put together?
Well, I'm not paying for that one. You could probably rummage around the garbage waste. Let's get lunch. So, some sort of weird skinned dog.
Yes,
Get buns.
almost like an undead-ish dog mutant thing. And then what are they called? The mutant men?
Well,
Out of character.
mongrel men.
Mongrel men.
Mongrel.
Mongrel men.
Well, I've got to ask
Close
then,
enough.
Master Pog here. While you are making use of a soul from beyond, is it a regular thing to make use of potentially undead-looking things or stitched together dogs?
Not in my experience.
It's not something that's churned out of the labs at the university, maybe like something of. No, never mind. Not thinking on that one.
I'm fairly certain that no one has graduated with a degree in necromancy in at least 30 years.
How to get those numbers up, man? Rookie numbers.
It just turns out there was no future in it. Because once you graduate, I mean, you can keep coming back for reunions, and once they turn to lichdom, they'll always come back, draining the faculty.
Yep.
Something I also forgot to mention, the whole thing is relatively recent, just 4 months ago, the burning.
Right.
This is the most recent one out of all three.
Yes, definitely.
So how are we feeling on our two paths here? We've got the burned out husk of an asylum, which will obviously be deeply haunted.
Again.
Again. Look at this little fella as he pulls out his, was it the Hans siphon? And just jiggling it, with a bit of sleight of hand and all. Look, he's eager to be used, but he can't do nothing against fucking ghosts. But, aye, it'll probably be again. So, when we also have the chemical factory. Way off down there. Through the twists and turns of the city. Some nasty dog.
You're also pointed to this. This is Carl's cottage, where he
So how are you feeling? Come on, talk it out. Express your feelings.
I mean, we probably have enough time to hit all possible points, even the guy who described the beast. He's in town,
He'd
so
certainly be the easiest one to get to.
we can do
Yeah.
it before we leave.
But what are you feeling about the chemical plant here?
The main thing is I'd like to point out inside there are a bunch more Mongol men working in the alchemical vats, and it's quite clear that they've been ill-treated.
To me, it just sounds like someone
We-
wants to not pay their workers.
You're likely not gonna find much support. for
I'm
wanting to keep
aware,
them- It's
but I am interested to see, is this common knowledge? Is this treatment technically allowed?
considering what
Probably.
we've seen of this town, probably. But necromantic dog, I think that one would raise more flags.
And giving my description, can somebody figure out what I am describing?
Well, it's a dog that's made like stitched together from a bunch of
Uh,
other dogs.
I think they're just called
Kind
a
of like our
mongrel.
client.
No. That'd be a dog with a diverse lineage.
Just because I'm going to point out, theoretically, I don't know what it is. I don't want to find out it's an actual thing.
I mean, it does kind of look like the beast, but in dog form, and
Yeah.
and definitely shoddier in make.
I'm going to describe that.
Oh, so interesting.
Yeah,
Somewhat of a
So,
lead.
do make me Arcana checks or history checks then.
I'm going to roll Grayson's.
I don't have either, so I'll let it go.
It's the same score for me. Doesn't matter.
Grayson doesn't know anything.
Yeah, Sybil, you would be able to tell that it's probably some variant of Flesh Golem.
Okay, so we have the beast, and then we have another one.
We
I think that varies checking out.
We could try just flat out knocking and trying to gather attention and just flat out ask if he's made the beast.
We tried knocking on the door. Nobody answered.
I mean, the first time no one answered.
Yeah, we could try a second time.
Well, we can always divvy it out a wee bit.
Yeah, I'd say we can do maybe one more thing or something like that before we should end.
Hardly like an hour over, huh?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop here if you want.
Yeah, we can do that
We have a
too.
clear path forward.
Yep.
So you can decide over the week what we will do
Yep.
next time.